This is us going live.
You just gotta go live, wait for the shit to hit the fan, and then you say hello, everybody, and welcome.
Hello, everyone, and welcome.
We're all just like,
it's Sunday morning / afternoon here, and welcome to the party. And we're started, and we're live, and hello. It's Warhammer Fantasy Day. Well, it's 3 games day, but the first one is Warhammer Fantasy, and I'm here with the most amazing people on the planet, my players for Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay Version 4, Winds of Chaos. My name is Throck, at ThrockPlays on Twitter, and this is Welcome to the Party. We're a channel dedicated to inclusion and equity in all things role-playing. We teach people how to play games, we get people on streams, and we have fun doing it. And with that, I'm going to throw it around to the team. We're going to start with he who was not here last week for perfectly acceptable reasons. To introduce himself, shout himself out, tell us a little about your character, because we haven't really met your character yet. And tell us what your doom is.
Hello, everybody. My name is Quinn Sullivan, and I am playing Roland Emmerich. I can't do a German accent. Never mind. I'm playing Roland Emmerich. Yeah. That was my attempt at a German accent, and it completely failed. He's a water boy. He's a river boy. Also, AKA known as a huffer. If you don't know what a huffer is, that's perfectly fine. They're river cops, or river patrolmen, or river transporters, river smugglers. They're just river people. Whatever river you got, they know. They'll go down. They just go paddling along, and nothing's going to bother them. And if something comes up, they got this fish hook, and they just right under the jaw. One and done. And his doom is... Ooh, I didn't have that ready.
We'll come back to you. Think of the doom for your character.
Well,
after everyone else
I have the doom for my character ready. I just didn't have it up.
Oh.
Yeah, go over to somebody. I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Okay.
I'll give you like that.
We'll do Rain next.
I am Rain Hayes. You can find me here on various other games, including Misspent Youth, which should be on tonight. And you already know my character. I don't need to say anything about that.
Sweet. Nun, tall, Sister Crow. Wants to be a warrior priest when she grows up. Yeah, sweet.
Stab somebody through a jaw. It's fine.
Yeah, just stabbing. Doing what you do. Yeah. Well, okay, what's your doom?
My doom is the waters which you call home will steal your breath.
Yeah, I love it. That is poetic and perfect. I like it. Someday someone will drown you and it will be horrible. I like it. Miss Misery.
I am playing Wilhelmina, the villager peasant, with probably some anger issues. My dream is to bleed out in a ditch by myself.
No. Oh. Sad. Lilypad Nebula.
Hello, I am Lily. As Throck said, I'm Lilypad Nebula is my online thing. You can find it on Twitch and Twitter. I'm here to play the only elf. And yeah, I'm excited. Probably the only elf. Actually, technically the only elf.
There you go.
Yeah, looking forward to the game.
Sweet. And last but not least, Alex.
Hello. I am Alex. I'm going to be playing Gloria. You can find me at Stinkrat Streams on Twitter or the Stinkrat Streams here. Gloria is a witch. She is sneaky and manipulative. We have decided she pretends that she's an elf, but she's not. But our elfie doesn't know that yet.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. No one knows. Well, everyone but the elf knows. Yeah. Yeah.
It's these
We're taking
sapphire eyes.
Yeah.
No,
All
yeah,
right,
the eyes. The eyes are what, like, oh, you're just tall. Oh, wait.
And I'm like 80 feet tall. I have eyes that are
Weird.
sapphire.
That's a weird thing for me. Don't tell me you're 80 feet tall. That's yeah. Don't do that. No. Who wants to tell me what happened last week?
We were in a ruin that used to be a temple to Crow's god.
Tall.
And then we killed some mutants, and then we saved the boy, and then Crow burned the place from the inside out. And then we went to the Great Hospice.
You did.
And then we hung out there for a while, being rowdy adventurers. And then we went to what are they called? Carriages? The
carriage house thingy.
The coaches.
Yes, you went to a carriage house. Or a carriage inn. Yeah.
Yeah. And we got on one and we're heading down to Altdorf. Oh yeah, and there's a weird cannibal thing that's attacking us. But you know.
All of that is correct. Yes.
That's just an aside.
Yeah.
Inconsequential.
Oh yeah.
Yes. So our adventurers were tasked with finding the mayor of Bogenhofen's son, Gunter Reikener. They found him deep within an ancient temple to Tal, the nature god of this world. There they found it defaced with these strange purple hand marks on the walls and defeated the cultists who had captured him. Now, with Gunter Reikener in tow, the party finds themselves on one of the great roads of the Reich, hurtling towards the capital of the empire, Altdorf. But as they do, coming around a corner, they find, sitting in the middle of the road, some strange creature chewing on a body. Seeing the carriage approaching quickly, it turns around and begins to leap at the carriage. Hunger and anger in its strangely misshapen human form. And that is where we start. And I believe it's going to roll initiative.
Oh.
But it's up to you guys if you want to roll initiative.
I'll roll initiative.
Gonna roll that initiative.
Does that include me?
That includes you are all there, yes.
Okay.
So, to set the scene, all of you except Gunter are sitting on top of this carriage, unable to secure a seat inside of it, except for Mal, who is on their horse right next to you guys.
Is there a modifier?
There is no modifier.
Okay.
So you will just go 0 and then, oh, look at that.
That'll be the one time that happens.
Yeah.
Well, can't do it that way, huh?
Whop. Okay. So we've got Mal, Rain, Wilhelmina,
Let me
so I'm
roll.
missing... Yeah.
Yeah,
So you
you
just click on initiative, and that's it. Up in the upper right-hand corner of your character sheet, you'll see all the stats. One of them is a knit, I think. Hang on, let me see.
It's just an eye.
It's an
It's
eye.
just an
yeah.
eye?
Yeah.
Yep.
If you hover over that eye and click on it, it will it'll ask you for a modifier. There will be no modifier, and then you roll for initiative.
I said I'm doing that. I'm probably doing it wrong. Sorry, everybody. I am brand new to Roll20.
No, you're all good. There should be a
Yeah,
second
this is
box
a-
that pops up. You might have to scoot your character sheet around a
Oh,
little
yeah.
to find it.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I had trouble with it. I was like, where'd it go?
Okay. Shh. I really am trying to find it. I swear to God.
No, you're good. All right, so
Once
I
I do.
will. Yeah. So I will open up your character sheet real quick. All right, it's all about learning. That's what we do. If you look under your age and height, you will see characteristics. Yes.
Age and height.
So
Okay.
you've got name, career path, age, height, and then characteristics. You will see I.
Yes.
Click on that I.
Hold on. I think I may know what the problem is. I have it
That is a
popped
problem.
up. Oh.
There we go. Awesome.
Ooh, there you are.
Yeah, there
have
you
to do
go.
The input
All right.
value. My character sheet was blocking it.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Yep. That is.
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing.
Yes, I
Yep.
did the exact same thing. I had to
Okay.
scoot that character sheet.
All right. So our initiative order is going to be, the mutant, then Sister Crow, then Maldiafin. Did I said it right? Didn't I say it
Yes,
right?
you did. Maldiafin. Very good.
Maldiafin, then Wilhelmina, then Roland, then Gloria. So, as you guys are hurtling along with the horse beside you, you all just are shocked for just a second as this thing with preternatural speed leaps up. And Wilhelmina, for a moment, you feel like you recognize the face as it lands on the front where the two drivers are, one of them reaching for his blunderbuss and like putting it up against him as this ghoul thing, it's not a ghoul, it's just a mutant, tries to take a bite out of one of the drivers. As it does so, the horses start to spook, and you see them starting to pull against all of the leather that kind of keeps the two horses together, and it's going to make an attack. Well, where are your attacky things? There they are. Boink. There we go. Boink. But the one driver, Gunter, is able to get his, Hans is able to get his blunderbuss up out of the way, and you see this mutant, and it looks like his face is melting. It looks like he's got all these like skin tags coming off, and his arms kind of are dripping with flesh. And you realize as he's coming down that he doesn't have nails, and it's just like these pustulating wounds, and he just kind of comes down for this like vicious bite. But Hans gets the blunderbuss up in between, and he just kind of goes, and that's all that happens. Now, this mutant is up on the front of the carriage, and it's Sister Crow's go.
I'm going to go, hey, Mal, did I ever tell you about the time that Tal just ripped asunder a chaos demon? And and I will bless Mal with the blessing of battle.
Nice, make a prayer check. And this is +0, but you don't need any success levels on it, yeah.
Cooperate, thank you.
Oh no! All right.
What did I say? That would be the one time.
You rolled doubles, and as we know, doubles is bad in this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to look up failing on prayers or failing on blessings. Success levels. Prayers. Wrath of the Gods.
Oh, goody.
And when you fumble a pray test, or when the units of a die of a pray test is equal to or lower than your current sin points, but you have fumbled, so I would like you to roll for me a 1d100, please. $41.
Oh.
Do you know
who
what
are you
that does?
targeting with this? I know what this does. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
You
And
were
his head
targeting
falls off.
You were targeting Mal, right?
Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Okay, so first of all, roll me a d10.
Me or Mal?
I'm sorry, Sister Crow, roll me a d10. Yeah. You cannot, for the next 9 days, you are unable to affect Mal with prayers. Second, as you begin this prayer to Tal, you look over and you attempted to create like this divine connection between you and Mal, right? You are out in the wilderness and you feel like this is a great place to hone that energy and just focus it in on someone who you believe needs that divine help. But the problem is you over-focus, and Mal, you get knocked right off your horse. Can you make an initiative test for me?
Sure.
Plus 20.
Maybe I should stop trying to bless the elf.
Just straight initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
Plus 20. I'm sorry, plus 20. And you now have the prone condition, as you are knocked flat on your butt, and you are going to take 3 wounds.
Cool.
Oh,
as you were
nice.
Knocked directly off your horse by the power of Tal.
Yeah, so I'm like riding towards the front of the coach, and then just land in probably a puddle.
Yeah.
And Mal's an atheist now.
The name of
Maybe
this
I
one
should
is
try to bless our enemies from now on.
Now you're thinking, Sister Crow.
I love you, Warhammer. You're so great. Okay. So, the next person up after that awesomeness was actually Mal.
Okay. Can I get not prone?
Yes, so you can become unprone,
Okay.
and then you can still move. And
Cool.
But here's the thing: you cannot move as fast as the coach is currently going. So
Oh,
it
the
is
coach is
currently
still.
yeah, it is. It's starting to
Oh.
like weave, but there was just this instant where it's still like gaining, like moving away from you at almost top speed. It's slowing down, but it's going to take you a round or two to catch up to it.
Okay. Could I just get back up on Strawberry?
Strawberry is going to take a minute to get back around to you because I was imagining you were galloping at like full speed alongside the carriage,
so I was
right?
galloping and then just fell and then
Yeah,
okay.
and it was essentially as if you hit a wall and your horse didn't. Strawberry looks confused for a moment and has turned around to come back to you because it's a well-trained horse.
You hear in the distance, sorry.
And essentially what we can say is you can make it to the horse by the end of this turn, right? You can make it and be up on the horse because you'll be moving. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. Yeah,
All right.
Spend this whole thing just trying to
Next up is Wilhelmina.
All right, so I'm assuming this coach has luggage rails across the outside of the roof.
There are little
All right,
railings around
Okay.
that. Yep.
She's towards the front, so she's gonna brace herself on the carriage rail and just come down with her mace on the top of it if she can reach it.
Yeah. Make a weapon skill test. +0. It is the melee basic test +0.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think I have my mace here, and there's a roll button next to it, but
That is the one. Yeah, you can just click on that too. That is correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And that'll actually tell you how much damage you do. Nice! Yeah. It's coming down. I'm actually going to say that there are no right or left leg hits on this because you're coming down from above it. So we're going to make that a right arm hit. It's coming down to like claw at one of the drivers. You're bracing yourself up against the thing. The horses are freaking out, and you slam down into its arm and do 7 points of damage as you hear this sickening crack in its arm from the mace, and the arm kind of falls limply to the side.
Wilhelmina's happy.
Yay. And then Quinn.
All right. Am I
Is it
within
rolling?
average range of this?
You are.
And
Well,
I can reach it on my part of the cart, correct?
Yeah.
Or the carriage. All right.
Yeah.
So I'm going to use my boat hook to attack this melty face.
Boat hook.
Boat hook. And no modifiers, correct?
No modifiers. That is correct.
Hook him, Dano.
Ah, fuck.
You may still hit because the way combat works is we both roll.
Okay.
Of course, if I crit, I get to hit you. Fun game like that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Roll. Oh wait, that is your character, and I shouldn't roll on your character. I should
Yeah, I
probably
mean, you can
roll
roll
on the mutant. It actually, you both got 4, so nothing happens. Yeah, you kind of
Okay.
come down on it, and it kind of swerves out of the way. You both got the same level of failure. So,
I'm a pilot, not a fighter.
but I forgot to say, Wilhelmina, you have advantage on it, so you'll have a +10 on your next attack.
Ooh.
Yeah, so anytime you successfully connect against an enemy, you get advantage, giving you a stacking +10. Should you fail, you lose that advantage. And last but not least, Gloria.
So, would animal friend work? Like, is that a thing I could do?
What do you? So you see obviously that these horses are trying to bolt. They are straining against the straps holding them onto the thing, and it doesn't look like the straps are going to hold. With Animal Friend, what are you attempting to do?
Oh, I was actually going to try to go after this mutant to see if perhaps this mutant could be charmed into being my friend.
Okay.
Animal Friend does not work on people, sadly.
Okay. I wasn't. I just wanted to check since there was some stuff going on there. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's see here. Then I'll just go ahead and use my sword. I got the sword from that cultist.
Yeah.
So that would be a melee basic check, right?
It would be. If you have it in your weapon, slot already down lower on the character sheet. You can click roll on that, and it'll tally up the damage and do all the hit locations and stuff for you too.
All right. And modifier is 0, right?
Modifier 0.
Oh no!
How much did you got a 0 success level, so it's not going to be horrible. And then we're checking for where you at there, guy. Boink. Mid. Yeah. So you're actually going to hit, but you'll only do the base 6 damage minus whatever its toughness is. So as long as you beat the opponent in success levels, you're probably going to hit in this game.
Okay.
What matters is you just do it very ungracefully, right?
Oh, that sounds about right.
Because you're like riding up and down on the thing, and you're like, oh, and then yeah, and it kind of chinks off him a little bit, but you will normally hit in combat unless they beat you on the roll.
Okay.
Which they did not do, but that also gives you advantage as well.
Ooh.
All right, but that brings us back around to the top of the order. At this point, you guys hear this horrible snap as the horses break off of the barding holding them onto the thing, and the cart itself starts careening wildly left and right as the horses are no longer keeping it together. And I need everyone to make an agility check, plus 20.
Oh, I'm not good at those.
Except for Mal.
Ah!
Agility?
Yeah, straight agility plus 20.
Right.
Unless you have acrobatics. Right? I guess it would be... You can make an athletics check. I'm sorry, let's use the skills. You can make an athletics check plus 20.
Okay.
Yeah.
Athletics plus 20.
Yep.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
so-
Where did I just type that?
You're good. You got a plus 5. You're great.
Okay, so do I hit plus 20 or just 20 in the modifier?
You can put 20 and you'll be fine.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh!
All right.
Well-
So as this thing starts going like this, the three of you are able to kind of hold on and like stay in the fight. But Alex, you get thrown and thrown from the carriage and start tumbling away, taking three wounds.
Oh.
And this is minus toughness. That was the same for you, Mal. It's 3 wounds minus toughness when you fall off.
Oh,
Yeah,
Where is
all-
toughness?
It's the T stat.
cool.
Yeah.
I took no wounds then.
Yeah. So you may take no wounds.
I think
3
I
is-
take no.
Yeah. But yeah, should you be less tough, you would, take wounds from that. But if you're
Sure,
both
sure.
above 30 on your toughness, then
Or
you would
take like
no wounds.
a lot of damage.
Yes. Okay. And the mutant is going to come down again on the driver, who he seems really fixated on, in order to try and bite through him. And Wilhelmina, at this point, you know who this person is. You've met them before, even through the mutation that's taken over its body. This is Rolf Hurstis. Rolf Hurstis grew up one small farming village over from you, and he was the dairy farmer's son who left town about a year before you did. I need you to make a cool test. As you, with horror, realize an old acquaintance of yours has somehow been corrupted
Oh,
by chaos. You will take 1 corruption point, and I'm not going to inflict fear on you as you've already successfully hit him, but you will take the 1 corruption point and are essentially shaken, like roleplay shaken, not effect shaken in this case.
yeah, okay.
Cool. Okay. And he comes down to bite. Bite. On the driver.
It's canon now that he goes.
And again, the Hans just gets up there and like slams him in the face with the butt of his gun, being able to just hold him off. And we come back up and around to Sister Crow.
Okay, I'm just gonna look up at the sky and go, Tal, I know I might have wronged you at some point. Blessing the elf one too many times. Ask your forgiveness,
Don't bless me.
and I hope you're the one that I was gonna bless.
Oh. I mean, go ahead. Sorry.
And I go, and I hope you do offer the strength of your hides to this dear river huffer. And I'm gonna bless him with the blessing of hardiness.
Make a +0 prayer.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh no.
Okay, you just failed this time, so nothing happens except that it doesn't connect. You think
Okay.
something about you feel like maybe you need to take a minute to like recenter. Like you're just not able to like tap into that power that you know is within you. That true faith that lies within your core has been shaken a little bit by what you accidentally did to your elven friend. And you just for a
I'll
moment.
do better.
Yeah, and for that moment you question a little. Not enough to harm your long-term faith, but you definitely question. And then it is Wilhelmina. Oh no, and then it's Mal.
Okay, so am I back on Strawberry now?
Yeah, we can say it is your action this turn to hop back on Strawberry, so you can still move.
Okay, yeah, so then I'll just and just start going after the carriage.
It's slowed down enough, and you see the horses have bolted off into the woods on either side of the kind of large open road that you're on at the moment. And it's obvious to you, even if it's not to the riders on it, that thing is going to spill into the ditch in the next like 5 to 10 seconds. It's going to flip over, and you hear screaming from inside the carriage. People are like trying to climb out.
Okay, so can I try to get up on it and like stabilize it somehow?
Make an athletics check.
Okay.
You are what I imagine is you're going to get up on your horse and try and jump onto it, right?
Okay, yeah, like get up on it and like there's like rails and stuff on it, so I can like try to like at least like because right now it's just kind of going off, and if I'm like there next to it and I'm like holding on to it and like Strawberry kind of like
I see what you okay.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then
yeah,
just kind of
You want to lead the horse?
So your intent then, I just want to make sure, your intent isn't to get off Strawberry, it's to use your and Strawberry's weight to try and, like, keep the carriage righted. Is that correct?
Yeah, at least keep it not from tipping over into the ditch and, like, probably we'll just slow with it as it slows down, but just keep it, like, just keep it kind of...
I feel like this would be a challenging ride test. So give me a +0 ride.
Okay.
So as you're coming up to it, it hits this kind of rut in the road, and you're going up to grab it. You lose your balance a little bit, and it just kind of veers away from you too much for you to grab.
Okay.
Next up was Wilhelmina.
All right, I'm gonna take another smack at it.
Take a +10.
Yep. I'm gonna find my frickin' stuff again. Sorry. There we go.
You good? You good? Oh! Tell me how you take this thing out.
Because I know who this is.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just affecting me so much. I panic. And that strength that the panic gives me just allows me to just knock him right across the head.
Nice.
I hated your family's milk.
With a sickening crunch and an explosion of bone and brain, you sink your mace into the side of its head. You, the drivers, and Roland are all splattered with the gore from this thing as it falls limply off the carriage. The bigger problem is the carriage is now tipping over. And I need everyone on it who is still on it to make me an agility test.
I'm just like chilling in the dirt right now, right?
Yeah, you're just like watching it.
You guys, this is cool.
Athletics or agility?
It's straight agility because this is your ability to essentially fall gracefully
Ouch.
off of this as it tumbles into the
Falling with style.
yeah.
Oh.
And then there we go. All right. So each of you will take 3 wounds as you fall ungracefully off of this thing. The carriage finally comes to a rest in a ditch, only about 10 yards from where the body was. That this thing was chewing on. People, you see the noblewoman and her two retainers, the guard and the lady in waiting, like trying to climb out. One of the drivers is obviously dead. His neck snapped in the crash itself. The other one, who was the one with the blunderbuss, looks like he's panicking and about to run. And remember the other 3 people in the carriage beyond the noble were the essentially the Frenchman, the Bretonnian gambler, the scholar, and your guy Gunter. Yeah. So, and you only see the 3 of them crawling out.
Real quick, how
We
do
are out
I
of combat. Oh, I'm
how do
sorry.
I
go ahead.
insert wounds into the character sheet?
Okay, so woundage. Now remember, all wounds are minus your toughness bonus. So if you have a toughness of 30 something or higher, you didn't take any wounds. If you're okay.
I have a 36.
Yeah, so you won't take any wounds
I
from
actually
this.
do.
But for future reference, you will put your wounds. It's on the top part of the screen. You'll see just below encumbrance. You'll see ambitions, encumbrance, wounds, right? And then
Correct.
you will put current wounds as whatever your wounds are.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Just one.
Okay. So the horses just took off, right?
Yeah, the horses have bolted.
Could I try to chase them or at least one and try to calm it down?
Yeah, make me. You can't immediately see them. If you want to make outdoor survival test at +20.
Okay.
It's very thick ancient forest on either side of you. Yeah. So essentially, to set the current scene for you all. There is the crashed carriage with one of the wheels broken off, laying on its side. The 3 noble women are starting to pull themselves off. There are 2 dead bodies. One that was being fed on, and one that was Wilhelmina's old acquaintance from a nearby village who apparently was a mutant. There is heavy forest on either side of you. It is about midday, partly cloudy, with a little bit of wind, and so it's not really raining. There's kind of patchy clouds and sun. And currently it's silent, other than the bitching of that noblewoman.
I'm gonna go over and. Actually, no, I'm not. I'm not gonna deal with her. Can I look for the other ones? I'm not bad at outdoor survival.
All right, so we're gonna start with Mal. Mal, you start heading off. Do you want to go after? So you've got the kind of the left-hand woods and the right-hand woods. The road is curving off to the left. Do you want to go
Okay.
after the horse that went left, or do you want to go after the horse that went
Sure.
right?
Yeah, I'll go off to the left.
Okay. Once you head into the woods, go ahead and make me a. You will find the horse. It's only about 100 yards into the woods, but now that you're in there, if you could make me a perception test, please.
There we are.
+20. You hear. So, as I said, the road kind of bends around, right? You're kind of in the bubble between the 2 bits of road. Off ahead on the road, you hear. It's not screams, but it's there's talking. And then we'll get back to you in a second. Everyone else who's at the crash, you just saw Mal kind of go off after one of the horses.
I'm gonna go over to the carriage and see if I can pull the boy out.
He is unconscious, but you're able to easily pull him out. It looks like the Bretonnian gambler, he's kind of like bleeding from the nose, and it looks like he hit his head really hard. And the young scholar who you guys saw, who was riding with you as well, is there, and he's awake, and he's like holding his arm, and he's like,
I leave them there. I don't care about them. I'll bring it to Sister Crow.
Can I go over to the gambler?
Yeah.
Okay, he looks unconscious, right?
So essentially, imagine a car flipped over on its side, right? And so you have to kind of like climb up and look in at them.
Yeah. All right.
Because
Cool.
they're still in the cab.
Can I search his body for money?
Yeah, you.
I was gonna do that too.
You absolutely
Great
can.
minds. Great minds.
There's no reason you wouldn't be able to do that. 100%. So you were able to kind of climb your way in. You realize once you get down there that he is definitely dead, and the
Cool. Takes care of one problem for me.
the scholar who's kind of leaning on him, right? Because we're both on the same side and they're kind of like this, is just kind of like, get me out of here. Would you get me out of here? Stop touching the body and get me out of here.
Yeah,
Come on,
will.
man.
Calm the fuck down.
I can't. This is so screwed up.
Welcome to the world.
So, make an investigation check real quick.
All right. Investigation. I don't have that. I have intimidation, intuition.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm also used to D&D. So,
Perception.
Perception. Yeah, make a perception check.
Any modifier?
Nope.
Damn.
All right. So you find one deck of cards, and you find. Hang on, I'll write it out. 10 gold, 12 silver. I'm sorry, 9 silver, and then 6 copper.
Okay, cool. And then I'll do what I said, and I'll help the scholar.
Yeah. He's also got a rapier.
Oh, he has a rapier.
Mm.
Ooh, our elf would probably be better at that. I'll take that in mind.
Okay.
But I'll help out the scholar.
Okay.
Try and get him out. Pull him
Cool.
out.
Scholar is able to be pulled out with a lot of pain, and he just kind of sits there up against the back of the carriage.
All right, what hurts? Tell me right now. Don't say
I
everything.
broke my arm, you grave thief.
Grave thief. All right.
Who
You can
steals from
stay
the
here
dead?
and die. Or I can help you and you can be nice. Which one do you want it to be?
I'd prefer the help. That was pretty screwed up, what you did in there.
All right, then you stay here and die.
Wow. Okay.
I already walked away.
I remember that. And the other driver kind of pulls himself off, and he looks really shaken. What's everyone else? Sister Crow, Gloria, what are you doing?
So while they're doing those things, can I go check the body of the person who was being eaten and like pretend that I'm like trying to survey the scene, see if there's anything kind of that I can glean from the situation? But really, I'm just like looking for money or gold, or I guess gold is money, gems, shiny things.
Yes.
All right.
Interestingly, as you start, you notice a couple of things that are obvious because you're not really investigating him. The two obvious things you notice is one, he's wearing a chain shirt that may be useful to someone who's not wearing armor. Two, he has a crossbow bolt through his neck.
Oh.
But otherwise, his throat has been ripped out with teeth. So it's well, no. The crossbow bolt is what killed him, and his arm is detached and was being chewed on by this mutant. But as you like search him, make a perception test.
Okay.
Plus 20 because you're not kind of vertically searching a dead body. You're normally searching a body.
Okay. Where did I? There we go. There's the modifier thing. Plus 20. Searching this body. Fuck!
Just missed it. You do find his money pouch, and that contains 4 gold. Let me write out 4 gold, 3 silver, and 8 copper.
Okay. Well, I'll take that.
Okay.
And then. Yeah. That's
But
probably about
otherwise,
it.
that's all you notice. Crossbow through the neck, detached arm, male shirt, and yeah.
I don't know if I want to take this shirt off. Maybe I will talk to everyone else first so that they don't realize how terrible I am quite yet.
And Sister Crow.
Oh,
Oh.
there he is. There she is.
Okay.
There we go.
Hey.
Yeah. Did my internet go wonky again?
It may
Yeah, a
have.
little bit. We can hear you though.
Yeah, we hear you. We see you. You should be good.
Okay. Okay. My go, or was it still on?
Yeah.
Gloria?
Sister Crow.
Okay.
You seen Gloria walk off to inspect one of the bodies. Roland just exchanged some words with the wounded guy. Neither of them seemed happy after those words were exchanged. Who he pulled out. And Mal rode off. And we haven't done Wilhelmina yet, so we'll do Wilhelmina next. Yeah. So what are you doing?
I'm gonna look around, kind of take everything and go, okay, everybody who's wounded, start forming an orderly line by the. And I look down at the unconscious kid. I go, well, by him, he gets priority.
The scholar gets up and walks over, stands
Like,
there.
wait here a second. I gotta go check on my own, and I'm gonna go over to Gloria. Like, you all right? You take anything in the tumble?
Hi, Sister Crow. No, I don't think. I think I'm okay. I just got pretty dirty and gross, but that's how it goes.
Good to know. And I'm gonna start investigating the body.
Okay.
What you doing, Sister Crow?
Make a
Tall
perception
offers
check.
many things. Where would that be?
It's perception, right?
Ah, there it is.
Yeah. Okay.
Ooh, my perception is not good.
It's plus 20 because once again you're not vertically. You're normally. Yeah.
Easier if it actually hit the button. There it is.
That's how I talk to the internet, by the way, is in dots and dashes.
I do too. Oh my
Yeah.
goodness.
So you notice the same things: crossbow bolt through the neck. Although the guy who attacked you didn't have a crossbow, and you don't see one around this person either.
That could have been one of the mutations.
It could have been. They maybe shoot crossbow bolts out of their hands.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
chain
look
shirt.
up at Glory and go, he appears to be dead.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? And Sister Crow, listen here. I know that you are just the holiest of our bunch, so your opinion on this matter is probably the most pious and the one that we should follow. And when somebody's dead, do they need their things? Like, do they really need their armor that they're currently wearing? Do you
All in the
think?
background is
I'm
going.
already taking
"Whoa,
the clean shirt off.
whoa."
I mean, Roland has an opinion, but you, we need to know, Sister Crow. What do you think?
According to the edicts of Tall, waste not, want not.
So we're taking this armor, yeah?
I'm already taking it off.
So for whoever wants to wear it, it adds 2 to the body, and you can wear it underneath other armor.
I would like it if nobody else does.
I have
Yeah,
0
I-
armor, but I should be fine. Maybe.
I say we give it to the Joan of Arc of the group.
Yeah.
Just
Would
put
that
her on
be
the front lines, like you go.
I'm
Oh God.
gonna go back to the people lining up to be healed.
Before she does that, is the scholar at the front of the line?
Yeah.
Where's Wilhelm? I can't
Well,
say that name.
I'm cutting over to Wilhelmina now because it is her go.
Yeah, I wanted to see if she was with the boy.
Yeah.
Well, I had already pulled the kid out of the
Yeah, the scholar's by the boy.
Yeah.
Mhm.
The
well, when I
boy.
was in there, I said I had pulled him out already.
Yeah, Gunter,
I moved
who.
him out of the way.
Yeah.
My turn earlier.
Yeah, and then I told them to line up by him because he got priority.
Yep.
Oh, okay, because I thought I still had the kid who was following you around, looking to know what.
Yeah, no, I thought so
What
too.
do I do with this?
Yeah.
Killer.
Having hooked up with Sister Crow, what's your next step, Wilhelmina?
Well, I'm giving her the kid, and then
Yeah.
I'm gonna go check the mutant.
Yeah, so the mutant's head is currently smashed in, and you only see about half the face. The rest is a wreckage that you created. But when you look down at it, you definitely recognize Rolf Hurstis of the Hurstis Dairy Farm, one farm over from you, or one village over from you.
Mhm.
You've certainly been to social events with this person in the past. About a year ago, they left, seeking profit in a larger city somewhere.
I'm gonna give the body a once over just to check, see if he has anything on him.
Yeah, make a perception check, plus 20. All of you are bad at perception for some reason. Why? Hey, there you go. A couple of things. Carrying a little bit of gold. Carrying 3 gold. 4 silver, 3 copper. 3 gold, 4 silver, 3 copper. And as he's shirtless, and at first you're like, is that a birthmark? What is that kind of tattooed on his chest? And it's a purple hand. And you kind of, like, with your mace, you move some of the flesh around, and it looks like it was tattooed on him before he became heavily mutated. But if you kind of stretch it right, it looks like there's a purple hand tattooed on his chest.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna take a quiet moment over him just because I knew the person, and then I'm gonna go tell the group about the hand.
And at this point, we can assume you're all back. You've kind of done your things. You've investigated. You've looked. Everybody but Mal, who we're going to get back to in a second. You are all back in a group now. We can say the 4 of you. But Mal, you are off in the woods, and you hear talking and sort of commotion coming from the road on the other side of you.
Okay. Is the horse there?
Yes, you see the horse is kind of in the woods, kind of grazing on some grass.
Okay. I would like to just kind of go over to the horse and get it to come back to the coach.
Okay. And we can say all of this happens simultaneously for the ease of roleplay, and you've all moved bodies, gotten wounded people together, you've recovered one of the horses, and you all come back together.
I'm gonna start healing. I'm gonna check over the kid, and is there like damage that I should be paying attention to?
It looks like he just got knocked cold. Like, he's gonna have a black eye. But otherwise, he's just kind of knocked out right now.
He is not having a good couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm gonna turn to the scholar and start checking over his arm.
It is broken. In fact, now that you look at, he's wearing kind of this brown outer robe over like a white shirt underneath, and kind of black pants, and you realize there's blood spreading out. He's got a compound fracture that's kind of hiding underneath the skin, underneath the clothing there.
Well, shoot.
And he's starting to look a little pale too.
We're gonna want to do something about that. And is there like, I don't quite know how to treat a compound fracture, but
Get the bone saw.
yeah, I imagine Sister Crow knows how to do it.
Yeah. So what you need to do to treat a compound fracture, for those of you interested at home, you need at least 2 people, one of whom is holding the person down, and the
You're
other
playing
person
the home game.
who takes the limb and pulls it so that the bone moves back into the body and then sets it back in. It is gross.
Hey, Wilhelmina, can you hold him down for just a second?
Well, I can certainly do that, and I put my knee.
I'm going to allow that to be
gonna-
Wilhelmina aiding you on the heal.
Yeah.
So go ahead and give yourself a plus 20 to the heal check.
Sweet. And I go, this won't hurt me a bit.
Okay, what's happening?
On the count of 3, do it on 2. 1,
It was plus how much?
20.
2.
I go, now brace you, and I pull.
With
Yes.
I cover Mal's eyes to try to protect her.
With this sickening crunch, you go, and it's back in, and he goes, ah! And passes out from the pain.
Poor kid.
I'll
Yeah.
send you my fees later.
Obviously, he's got any much gold on him.
Interesting. He does have gold on him. He also has books.
What kind of books?
We have someone who can read.
We've got a reader.
Does he have any like really simple?
I don't know what this is.
Wilhelmina's trying to learn, so
Let me see. I need to bring him up real quick. I didn't expect you guys to loot a passed out wounded person, but I love you for it.
Medical fees.
I love
I'm
you
not
for it.
taking the entire thing. I'm taking 2 silver.
Okay.
One for me, one for Crow.
For sure.
Medical fee.
Yeah.
Well,
As
I mean, is a very fair woman.
Okay. So he has 14 gold and a sword and a book called Leeches and their curative properties.
So let me see if I understand right. He's a doctor, and we just had to.
I'll take
Okay.
the book and the sword.
Oh, doctor.
I'm taking a silver for myself and one for Crow.
Are you gonna check out the book? Okay, so you take a gold for yourself and a silver for Crow. Is that what you said?
No, it's 2 silver. I'm not
Oh,
taking that much.
okay.
I'm honestly just taking medical fees.
Sure, I love that. Honorable. Yeah. So you each gain a silver off of that. Interesting, Roland. Are you checking out the book?
I will later, but beforehand, I want to go to Maldiafin.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Be like, hey, Maldi,
Yes.
does that work? Do you like that,
Sure.
Maldi? Okay.
That's fine.
Could you use this? And I pull out the rapier. Rapier? Would this benefit you at all? Do you think you can slash your way through shit?
I'm more skilled with a regular sword instead of a fencing weapon.
Okay. Just wanted to double check. Then I'm going to give this to our witch friend here. Okay?
Sure.
All
So
right.
to let you all know, a rapier, and I will put this in chat. A rapier is an encumbrance 1 weapon that has a long reach. Does damage of strength bonus +4. Has the
strength
special
bonus.
qualities fast. Everything does all damage is strength bonus plus something.
Oh.
And impale. Fast and impale are weapon qualities. Fast. All melee tests to defend against fast weapons suffer a -10 if your opponent is using a weapon without the fast quality. And then impale is can kill with a single blow. Impale weapons cause a critical hit on any number divisible by 10, as well as on doubles.
How fancy.
Rolled equal, or all of these have to be under your test in combat, of course. So it's a pretty schmancy weapon.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure you don't want it? Maldi?
I'll take it. I'm less used to fighting in that way.
I think you're a fast learner. You know, you seem like somebody who knows their way around a sword and can
I do.
learn to be fast and impale with such things.
Mm-hmm. I will give it my best shot then.
All right, give your sword to the witch.
Oh well. Well, I was going to keep my sword.
I don't know I'm a witch yet. No one knows I'm a witch yet.
No one-
Give your
no one
sword
knows.
to Gloria. She needs something.
I mean, I do have a sword, right? What's your sword like, Mal, dear?
Well, I got it from my aunt, and I wasn't planning to give it
It's
to
an
some.
incredibly fine
person.
elven sword. Yeah.
Well, perhaps we should.
I didn't know there was any
sword then.
sentimental value.
It's got some sentimental value to it. And,
Well, we'll allow you to keep it.
okay, thank you.
So is the sword melee? Is the sword melee fencing or?
It would be melee fencing, yes.
Okay.
And
Yeah, the
that would be
rapier
the
is
one
melee fencing.
drawback. Yeah, it would be a melee fencing weapon.
Ew.
So
Okay.
that is the one drawback to it. You'd have to start to learn fencing.
Yeah.
But it's a really good weapon.
So what's the encumbrance 1?
Yeah.
And the range is
Long reach.
long.
Yep.
And how is damage calculated again?
Strength bonus +4.
Strength bonus +4.
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Oh, everyone, by the way, when I was fetching the other horse, there were voices down the road. I would have to assume they heard the commotion, and I would have to assume some sort of wrongful intent.
Oh, you think you heard people who were up to no good? Is that what you're saying?
Well, if I would assume that if you heard a commotion like that, you would come to see if anyone needed assistance.
You would think.
Mhm.
So where were they located?
I point where the road bends, around that way. When I went to the horse, it was kind of over there.
Do we know if there
Okay.
are any villages nearby or something of the sort?
The coachman will speak up and go, there's another coaching house about 4 hours travel down the road.
That's too short for 4 hours travel.
Mm-hmm. I kind of think perhaps I might sneak over there and see what I can glean if they're still around.
Yeah, do it.
So should I do a stealth check then?
Yeah, so let me ask you, how are you going to approach? You can either approach through the woods or kind of along the edge of the woods in the road.
I think I'm going to be slightly in the woods and have some cover from the trees, but not so deep into the woods that it'll impair my vision.
Yeah, okay, do stealth with a plus 25.
I also want to keep an eye out for small animals while I'm kind of moving my way through.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So you, is anybody else going with Gloria?
No, I'm going to talk with the coachman and just get the general direction because I think that's the path we should be on for to go to the coach house.
I'm sorry I'm eating, but I had to fix my computer so I didn't get to eat before I do my
Need to eat. Please do eat.
It's
'cause
just
Don't hit me.
it's like we're at an actual table.
Yeah, right? Okay, so we'll do...
I'll go with Gloria.
Okay. Make a stealth check.
I was going to say, I look at Sister Crow and I'm like, are you sure we have to be extra sneaky? We can't be blessing everybody left and right here. You know I love you, Crow. You know I love you. But we need to, this is going to take some sneaks. Are you ready for this? I believe in you, but are you ready for this?
Sorry.
I will be as quiet as Father Tall's birds.
Make a stealth check at plus 25.
I hope that's very quiet.
Probably not. Oh, did I lose it?
Slow internet for the loss. Are you still here? We got you? Okay, good. You have not
Okay, what?
disconnected.
What did I miss? Because I didn't hear everything.
You need to roll stealth plus 25.
Okay.
Yep.
No, it would help if it would actually hit the button when I said hit the button.
Hit the button!
Button.
There's the button.
Yay, button.
Ooh.
Okay. It is a success level 0.
Why?
Which what I'm going to say is that allows him to make a perception check to hear you. You didn't critically fail. You just kind of fail, right?
Before the two of them take off, I'll say, before you sneak off, I'm not good at sneaking. I am good at charging recklessly into battle. So, would you let me to wait by the woods for you and if have some sort of signal if you need help?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
What shall the signal be?
Get your ass over here.
Blunt and to the point. I like it.
That'll work.
All right.
That's what we'll do.
Okay.
Let's make a perception check. There. We're going to put them at plus 20 to this. Because that is a normal perception. No, we'll make it challenging because they're busy right now. They're doing stuff.
They're busy. They're occupied.
I don't know if you all know, but
Why did that?
I don't know if you all know, but Tall's birds, some of them are songbirds.
I was a little worried about that, but
Oh, there we go. Yeah. Okay.
Haha.
So, nice. And they failed by more than you failed, so it works. So you, Gloria and Crow, you begin sneaking through the woods, and at first you hear conversation, kind of heated up ahead of you. But as you kind of make your way through the bushes and look out into the wide dirt road ahead of you, there's a ghastly scene An overturned coach lies across the road with two of its horses desperately trying to struggle free as a creature with a large body and an incredibly small head is hacking maniacally at them with an axe. Lying screaming by the coach is a human with a dog-like head. Blood pumps from its wounded leg while another mutant with a pointed head tries to bandage it. Another, with cloven feet, is feasting on the body of a small child. Searching through the corpses scattered on the ground is a human with scaly skin holding a loaded crossbow. I need you both to make cool checks.
No modifier?
No modifier.
Whew, I'm a cucumber.
You're a cucumber. Take
Hey,
1 point of
okay,
corruption.
you know what is the thing that lets me reroll?
Fate. Fortune. Hang on.
Yeah, fortune lets you reroll a failed roll, I think.
Yeah, you can. do
Very good,
one
Sister Crow.
fortune.
Very good thinking.
You want to
Okay.
do that? Yeah.
Where is my fortune? There it is.
I've-
Okay, I'm
yeah.
gonna spend a fortune.
Okay. I've marked it on your character tracker here in Roll20 as well.
Go back down. Try cool again, because I am rolling badly today.
There you go.
Thank you.
On your second,
Yes.
for a moment, this cold fear feels like it's just squirts into your guts as you see this scene: blood squirting from a leg wound, a child being eaten by a strange wolf-headed mutant thing. But you're able to just bear down within your faith and swallow that fear. What do you do? Apparently, thank you for the subscription. Woo!
I have to look at my.
So my instinct is that poor horse needs to be saved. But also, I don't think that. Oh, I guess the child too. But we can't
The child's obviously dead. He's a kid kebab at this point. Yeah.
In this case, these horses need to be saved. But I'm pretty sure that we can't do this just Sister Crow and I. Like, we're pretty awesome. We might need some help. This is probably a bad idea, but I'm gonna yell. I'm gonna yell for Mal. I'm gonna be like, "Get your ass over here!"
Cut back over. The signal.
I look at Mal. What?
I'm just running
Are
off
any of
the
them-
woods.
Are
Okay.
any of them wearing metal armor?
Let me look. None of them are wearing. No, none of the mutants are wearing armor. Indeed.
Okay, and then there was one that's hacking at a horse,
Yes.
and that's the big one.
So I will. So it is. There's one of the horses desperately trying to struggle free as a creature. Yeah, is hacking maniacally. Yeah. There's a creature with an incredibly small head, who we will call Tiny Head, hacking at him with an axe, hacking at the horse. Who's yeah.
As I hear that, I will run with Mal.
I will put my hand over my religious symbol,
Mm-hmm.
and I will look up in the sky and go, "Tal, I know we have been having our troubles today, but this sacrilege cannot stand. And in your infinite wisdom, I would like it to stop now. And I'm going to do Blessing of Conscience on Tiny Head."
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. Make a prayer check.
And I'm just like, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god.
And
okay,
you have
okay.
yelled, so there's going to be initiative in a moment.
Oh yeah, that's
but
right.
I'm going to allow the prayer to go off first. I'm looking rules reference for Blessing of Conscience.
Okay.
Blessing of Conscience, your target must pass a +20 willpower test to break any of the strictures of your deity. Nice. If they fail, they are overcome with shame and do not take the action. Okay. I love it. And you make it. So it needs to make a willpower
nice.
test at +20.
I haven't done it yet.
That was your cool test. I'm
I was
sorry.
gonna-
I was looking at that.
I was going to ask you if there was a modifier.
There is not. There is never a modifier on a prayer test.
Okay.
Just not your
Son of a
day.
mother.
Not you, and you have a 50-50 shot of making it, and it's just not your day. No. Maybe it's the presence of chaos. Maybe it's the you're still kind of rattled by seeing this before you, but you can't reach out and do it. And with that, I need people to roll in initiative. So the way this is going to work is because there is some distance between Crow and Gloria and the rest of the party. Wilhelmina and Roland will be there in 3 turns. Mal, because of horse, will be there in 2 turns. Gloria because of horse. And Gloria and Sister Crow are in it right now.
All right.
Oh dear gods.
I will roll initiative. No modifier?
No modifier for initiative.
Oh, where's the... Oh, wait, that shouldn't
So
be...
we've got a Crow at -6. Super good. Roland
Roll.
at +1.
No.
Gloria at -4. I need a Wilhelmina and a Mal, and then Team Bad Guys.
Oh, okay. We should. Okay.
Yeah, everybody should be rolling right now. Wilhelmina at -5. You guys are botching this. I love it. Well,
I fucking
-5.
rock.
Now, -3. Okay, nicely done, team. Nicely done. Well, it kind of makes sense, right? Other than Sister Crow, I can't speak now. Crow and Gloria, because you're a little bit further away, and it kind of echoes through. And yeah. But in this case, let's roll for the.
I just want to point out that I have not had one successful prayer since we started this game. Like since session 0, I have not had a successful prayer.
Cultist at -3.
Oh, Throck.
Yo.
Is it possible before I run off? No, I don't know. I don't really know what's going on. Never mind.
Yeah. Cultist at -3, and then the.
I can read, but I'm not that smart.
Mutants. Fair. Mutants. Give me mutants. Mutant at. Give you a +5. There you go. Submit. Doink. Mutants at everybody's -3. All right, this is great. So, Roland, you get to go first. Yeah.
I am sprinting over after watching Maldi just dart through the forest. She's probably ahead of me at this moment.
Yeah, essentially.
So yeah, I'm just sprinting as fast as I can in that direction.
All right, so your turn 1 sprint is complete. Mal.
I think same. Just I'm galloping over there with Strawberry. I'll pull out my sword. But yeah, besides that, I'm just heading straight for them.
Okay. So your turn 1 run is done. Cultists and mutant. Cultist and mutants. So the cultist is the one because he's kind of the boss. I call him the cultist. He is the one who's got the crossbow, and he points it up, and with a tick, the bolt comes shooting straight at you, Gloria.
Mm-hmm.
Because you were the one who yelled. Yeah.
Yep, I kind of expected that. Can I attempt to dodge away from it?
So there's no dodge from ranged attacks.
So
Let me check that, actually.
I sit here and wait to see if it hits me.
Let me see. Let me check for because this is actually the first ranged attack we've ever done in game. So let's.
Oh, how
make sure we do it
exciting!
right.
And it's coming at my head.
And it's coming right at your head, and it's a crossbow bolt, and they're terrifying.
Great!
All right. So combat.
Come on.
Ranged combat.
Hey.
Cannot be opposed with melee skill, or if they are at point blank range. Where it is also allowable to dodge. You cannot make ranged attacks whilst engaged. If you use your range skill when you are engaged. So I think... So the way it reads is ranged attacks cannot be opposed with melee skills unless you have a large enough shield, or if they are at point blank range, where it is also allowable to dodge. So that to me sounds like you can only dodge when they're at point blank range.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Does that sound right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
I think
And that would be logical. would be. I think it'd be logical. So I have to draw back. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there
so
any
we're gonna...
minus because there's trees?
You are in some light cover, so it is gonna get a little bit of. It is gonna help you a little bit.
Thank you.
And it fails. This crossbow bolt comes whipping by your head and lodges in a tree next to you, and you see him go, "Get them!" And he pulls back to do his next one as the three mutants who were kind of still standing, who aren't bleeding out, turn and start charging. All they're going to be able to do this turn is charge, though.
Okay.
All right. Next up is Gloria.
All right. So I would like to get out of here a little bit. So can I try, since it's like, presumably there's like a little bit of cover and they're really upset right now. Can I try to find a way to kind of sneak around in a way that would get me kind of like where they can't really see me, but where maybe within a few turns I could get to those poor horses? That is my point.
I'm going to make I'm going to make that a +0 stealth check. It is a challenge because they are kind of honed in on you. So it's challenging, but you also have cover, which is giving you the it not being a negative to your stealth.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Okay, so +0. Where'd it go? Oh, computer. Oh, I don't know what I did, but it worked. Oh, damn it.
Oh no.
Oh.
So close.
This saddens me.
Computer. Oh yeah. Well, it's still gonna be based on their perception as well. But you know that you didn't do as well. It's like that's just the cover's not quite right for you. But that's gonna be, unless you have anything else you want to do, you starting to like flank around them is your move.
Yep.
Okay. And then Wilhelmina.
I am running like a motherfucker in that direction.
Run like a motherfucker in that direction. All right. So yeah, you're gonna take your full action to book it out, and then it's Sister Crow.
I'm gonna look up at the sky and go, "Okay, Papa Tall, I hear you loud and clear. It's fangs and claws now." And I take out the sword, and I'm going to. How far away is the one with the crossbow from me?
So there are 3 dudes interposed between you two that you'll need to get past, but you could get to him at a full run.
But I'd have to get past them first, so it's probably better just to tangle up with them.
I mean, you could try and get past them, but they might be able to hit you or something.
Yeah, I think it's better to tangle up with them. So Tiny Head's with them?
Tiny Head is with them.
I'm going to charge into Tiny Head.
Tiny Head, Cone Head, and Scaly Guy.
Yeah, I'm going to charge into Tiny Head.
Okay. You charge into Tiny Head. Go ahead and make me a weapon skill check. Or your melee check.
My sword.
Yeah.
And then do I get any modifiers for that?
No, for charging, yes you do. Charge is... oops. Charging gives you a... attack opponent on number 1 attack and engage opponent when he's shooting when you have... Where's your charge at?
It looks like it gives you an advantage.
Oh yeah, you're gonna get a +10 to the roll from the charge.
Okay.
As you get an immediate advantage on Tiny Head.
Are you...
It still has to roll as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
And it failed by more, so you're still gonna hit it.
Hey!
Yeah. It's just, a glancing blow as you kind of come across and you cut into Tiny Head, Big Body, and it just kind of opens this seam of flesh that kind of folds down in front of it, and there's no blood. It's weird. But you do get advantage.
Cool. That's pretty much all I can do now.
Yep. Top of the round with Roland. This is your run 2, right?
It is. but we are in like a Nordic Germanic forest, correct?
Yes.
A lot of pines, kind of just unnaturally natural environment.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume there are large handheld rocks as I'm sprinting through the forest.
Sure. There absolutely can be some rocks. 100%.
Upon my sprint, I just want to grab one and continue sprinting.
Okay. You have rock in hand as you are
Okay.
sprinting.
I am still sprinting over.
All right. Mal, this is your second turn of charging through. You bust up and you see Sister Crow engaged with 3 of these mutants as the third one is currently reloading its crossbow.
I would like to interrupt the one loading its crossbow.
You will be able to get to him next turn. Right? Oh, no, it was 2 turns for you. Yeah, it was 2 turns for you. So this is your second turn of charging in. You are able to charge with a +10, plus you're on horseback. So you get some bonuses for that.
Coolio.
The amount of shooting, attacking opponent, even attacking engage, attacking opponent. Maybe you don't. I thought you did.
Mounted combat?
Mounted combat. Any melee attack from a rider on a target smaller than their
plus
mount.
20?
Yeah. Yes, you're
Bam.
plus 30 to hit this guy.
Bam! Let's do this thing.
No, jeez. 7 success levels. And what is your damage normally?
It's I forgot to roll that. It's 8. So 8 plus 7?
Yeah, tell me as you charge up, how you take this this cultist out.
I think it's just I like burst through the tree line.
Yeah.
And just with my cool sword, the momentum of me having charged that entire way just cleaves through its chest, and you just like.
I love it. Okay, so yeah, you're riding up to him, and as you do, there's this cut, right? And you, for a moment, you almost don't feel the resistance because you carry an elven blade. It is expertly sharpened. It is light. It is fast and deadly. And he just stands there for a moment. And then you see, because he was kind of down like this, cranking his crossbow, right? You see his arm fall with this shot of blood, and then you see him kind of fall over from the top first. As you've cut through half of him, well beyond the spine, there's just this sickening gurgle for a moment as a gore-spattered splat of land surrounds this now dead mutant.
Rock on.
Good kill. Well, the cultist is dead. So I'm going to take him off my initiative tracker. Okay. So 3 mutants, all 3 of whom are attacking Sister Crow. So they're going to get a plus 20. Sorry. Okay, so each of them is going to attack you with a plus 20.
Don't worry, I got this.
Not plus 200. So the first one's a crit. The second one, and remember, you get to roll your melee against one of these. Second one is a fumbling failure, so at least we're keeping it even here. And then the third one is so roll your weapon skill as well, or your weapon. And the last one is also a failure. So only one of them is probably going to hit you. But you also get the opportunity to defend
I'm rolling
yourself.
for my sword?
You're rolling for your sword.
Okay.
You have to crit better than it crit in order to succeed. But
And I got... Do I get a... Is it plus 10?
no, because you are
No.
now surrounded. Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's give it a shot.
Yep.
Oh?
But you didn't crit, sadly.
No, I didn't.
And a crit supersedes. So we roll on the critical chart. See what happens to you.
Hey, it's a bullocks.
I am so sorry. Where are my charts at? There they are. All right. So this was in the arm, is that right? Oh, yeah, this was a left arm crit. Left arm crit. Right arm crit. What did we get? Okay, so you take 2 wounds. So you're going to take a total of 6, 9, 10, 11 wounds to your left arm, minus your toughness bonus, because I don't think your left arm is armored, right?
Correct.
Okay, so you take
So-
11 wounds, minus toughness, as this sword just comes down, and you're trying to like fight and dodge out of the way, and as you attempt to dodge this one, the sword just impales directly through your hand, and you inadvertently just screech for a moment as he rips it out, and there's just kind of this gash down to your wrist in your hand. You will take a 1 bleeding condition, meaning you will suffer an additional wound every turn until it is staunched. And you, of course, have lost advantage. Yay for condition tokens. And we'll need to make... and this was your left hand, but you're right-handed?
I am actually left-handed.
Okay, so it's going to knock the weapon out of your hand, too. So you're now unarmed. And while suffering from this condition, you will need to... Oh, actually, just make me a +20 dexterity test to see if you actually drop the weapon. We'll make that a test as opposed to automatic.
+20?
Yeah. And now you guys see why combat is so dangerous. You're able to keep a hold of the thing. So the way it looks like the fiction around that would then be you're coming up to block, right? But he comes down with the sword like this and just splits down your hand. And there's this incredible welling of blood coming up, and it's super gross and ouchy. Okay, well, that happened. Gloria.
Okay, how far away am I? Because I've heard Sister Crow, and I'm just like, oh my god, like I want to help these horses, but Sister Crow is like kind of becoming my friend here, so it's, oh my god. what
You
the
could charge
fuck?
into combat. You could charge into melee from where you are.
Okay, so I'm gonna run on over, and I think since she is hurt, I might try. Can I try drain?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try drain,
Okay.
and that is language magic, no modifier.
Yes.
Okay.
Drain. Is that on a character sheet?
I just put it on as a note
What's
as to what spells I took.
Yeah, what does drain do? Well, you failed, but you
Drain.
didn't roll doubles, so...
Even if I do roll doubles, I have a talent that makes that not matter as much. But
Oh, nice. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
So I failed drain, right?
You failed drain, yeah.
Oh.
You just feel like the winds of magic aren't with you. As you touch. Maybe it, again, is the taint of chaos here, but something is preventing you from being able to reach out and harness the winds in a way that help you.
Okay. Oh, this is terrible. This is very bad. Now I'm by the mutant.
yeah, you are. Yep. Wilhelmina.
So I still have to run. I'm not there yet.
You will be able to engage in combat next turn, and it's looking rough for at least one of your party members.
Okay, I'm gonna run whenever I see it, and if I get the inclination that Sister Crow's really hurt,
Really hurt.
I'm gonna be running towards them.
Okay. Awesome. And then last but not least, Crow. Ouchies! Ouchies!
Crow.
Ouchies! Ouchies!
So for the
Take
record,
1 point of damage.
oh shit,
Because you're bleeding.
that's even worse. I am almost dead.
No.
Yeah. I am going to look up at the sky for a moment. Go, Papa Tall. I don't know if this is a test. or if this is how I end it. But fuck it. And I turn the tiny head and I take another swing at him.
Nice. Okay.
And I
you,
will
tiny
be
head.
screaming my wrath as I am doing this.
Okay.
Because I get the feeling I'm about to die. God damn it, it didn't click again.
But first, make me... Okay, so you failed, but you didn't... We don't know how much you failed by. You failed less than he did, but before we know if you actually connect, as you come down and you make contact, your hand is slippery with your own blood as it's pouring down your arm at this point. I need you to make a plus 20 dexterity saving check.
Okay.
Or a plus 20 dex check, not saving throw, yeah.
So much D&D happening in this game.
Right. We take the best of everything here at Welcome to the Party and put it all together, and we have a big old party with it. That's what we do. It's how we roll.
Wait, clicky. I told you clicky. Why aren't you
Clicky.
clicking? There it goes.
You are able to, however, keep a hand on your thing and do some damage because you failed by less than him. So, across his tiny head, I like to think, there's a as it, and it does a little bit of damage. And again, he's got another big cut across him now, this time kind of across his cheek, and he looks mad. His tiny little face is kind of hilariously mad looking.
I look up into his tiny face and show my teeth and go, witness.
Motherfucker. Okay, Mal, you're all up in this now. You're mounted on your horse. You see Sister Crow bleeding heavily from her hand, fighting these 3 mutants off. Gloria is now behind one of them, tried to touch one of them for some reason, you don't know why.
Sure. Uh-huh.
And but you do see one of the mutants is wounded, is bleeding from a couple of wounds. It's the tiny-headed one.
Okay. So there's 3 mutants. There's Conehead, Scale Body, and Tiny Head.
Yes, Conehead, Scaly Bits, and Tiny Head. Yep.
Okay.
And it's Tiny Head who's wounded.
Okay. I'm gonna try to get. I'm gonna try to get Scaly Bits.
Okay.
Would me going over there count as charging or just moving over?
It's a little squishy on what the distance you need for charging is, but I feel like on a horse, it's harder to get up the momentum to charge.
That's true. That's very true. Okay, so it's just the 20 from being on a horse. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
20.
Well, shit. Okay.
Crap! I forgot to roll the actual weapon again. But yeah. So
It'll
it's 8 damage, and then
so
2
10
successful.
with a plus 2. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It is going to roll its melee. See if it can block you. And you both got 2 success levels, but you have a higher melee rating, so you win.
Haha!
And you will do the 8. As you come down on it with your sword, those scaly bits, man, they're pretty tough. You realize, had you just been hitting flesh, you would have done some significant fleshy damage, but this just scratches him. As if he's got some sort of natural armor from those scales.
Yeah. That's why they call them Scaly Bits.
Yep. Well, now it's going to be a mutant on each person. As they all go to attack each one of you, we'll start with Gloria. So Conehead turns around. He's got this vicious-looking dagger and comes to stab you with it.
Oh god. Is this a situation? Do I need to roll anything?
You will need to roll your melee basic.
I can do that. Melee basic. Oh!
Oh yeah, he's gonna hit you. For 8 damage minus your toughness and armor. If you have any armor on your right hand. On your right arm.
So my toughness is the T?
Yes.
I believe it's 28. Will someone help me
Minus 2.
Minus 2?
Yeah, so you're 6. And do you have any armor on your right arm?
I don't think I have any armor at all, unless I'm reading this wrong.
Then you have no armor. So you take 6 points of damage.
And where do I record those fancy 6 points of damage?
You put them. Yeah, that's right. I'm eating on stream. I don't care anymore.
If you're hungry, you're hungry. That's all there is to
I know.
it.
You'll see ambitions, then encumbrance, then wounds. And you will put it into current. How much you have left. Yeah.
Okay, so my current says 0 right now.
Don't worry about that. It's only going to update when you update it, right? So you just never put anything in there before. What's your max? How many wounds do you have?
I have
Total.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't
should
know
say right next to it.
numbers.
It should. Yeah, you have 13 wounds, right? So you've got mod, current, and maximum. Your maximum wounds are 13.
Oh, mine
You've
says
lost-
9. That's
Am
weird.
I looking at the wrong one? I'm looking at Wilhelmina. Oh, right. I'm looking at your tank.
I was like, I really
Also,
Yeah, you
wow,
have-
she's tougher than me.
Right. So yeah, you've got 9. Yeah, under your maximum, it says 9 wounds. So in current, you would put 3, right? Because you took 6 wounds.
Oh, so current, I put 3.
Yeah.
It's minus toughness, isn't it?
Oh yes, but her toughness is 2, and she took 8 wounds.
Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry.
Yep.
Okay. So current
All right.
3. So if I take 3 more wounds, am I dead? Is that what that
Something
means?
happens. You don't die when you hit 0 wounds, but
Oh, okay.
bad things do start to happen.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I would like this all to be a reminder to everyone that preparation in this game is important. And screaming out, "Hey, look, bad guys!" while everyone is far away from you is a bad
Maybe we
thing.
shouldn't have been the ones to
idea.
gap this out just a wee bit.
Well,
that's just the mean
we
thing.
had a plan. It was just,
It was
just
not a
yell
good
for
plan.
Mal.
Just FYI. All right, so the next one's going to be on Sister Crow. Yeah.
Man,
And this one has advantage on you, so it's going to get a +10 because it hit you last time.
Boy.
This is Tiny Head. Boink. Give me a melee hand weapon, or melee basic, yeah, or hand weapon.
Gotta get to it because it's slow. There we go.
All right, you're able to block it. Boink. As it kind of comes down, you're. And then, last but not least, with a -20, I think. Oh no, it's actually going to be better than that, because you're on a large combat difficulty. You are attacking a large opponent, right? Shooting an average target, attacking prone, attacking engaged opponent. Nope, I guess it's just normal. Okay, it's just normal. So, Mal, last one's coming at you with his big nasty sword.
Okay.
So you're gonna make me a. This is not an attack, so you're just gonna make a defense. It also did not do great because these guys are not good at life. But go ahead and make me a your hand weapon, whatever your hand weapon skill is, test.
Got it. Ah.
Oof. Yeah. So a fumbling failure is always a critical failure, and so it will hit you for 6 minus your toughness damage. And that is... Oh, yeah, Rain's you're going to have a advantage on... Good reminder, Paraline. Thank you. Rain, you're actually going to have an advantage on the bad guy. On
Oh, yeah,
Tiny
because
Head.
I hit,
Yeah.
didn't I?
But
Okay,
Staley
so-
does hit you because you
Okay.
fumbling failed.
Okay. So that is... So my toughest bonus is 3, and then where is it hitting me?
It's hitting you on your body, so if you have more than 3 armor, it's not actually going to do any damage.
Yep.
So it just kind of rakes across your armor. But it was a boink, and
Yeah.
you do feel part of your armor come loose. As a strap somewhere broke or something. And please note on your armor is breaking.
Okay,
All
and then
right.
that would be on the leather jack or the mail shirt.
So the leather jack's on top. We'll call it was on the leather jack.
Okay, so then
Yeah.
breaking under flaws.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. And that's all 3 of them, Gloria.
All right, so would consuming a healing potion be my entire turn?
It would be your move. I would say it's your action. You wouldn't be able to attack, but you could still move. That's what the rules say, is that if you're using any using of things is your action, and then you still get to move after that. Yeah.
That makes sense. So I have, in my notes, it says healing thing 1 wound. So I think, I think I'll be taking my healing thing.
To heal 1 wound?
Yes.
Okay.
And
make
then,
a heal
so-
check. So it's going to be 1 wound plus any success levels from a heal check.
Healing thing, 1 with. What was that again? A healing check?
Yep.
Okay. Going on up to the healing thingy. Where is healing? I do not see the word healing.
You don't have the
On
heal
my-
skill?
I don't know if I do.
Let's look.
I
Gloria.
should, but I don't.
You don't. That is correct. So just make an intelligence check.
Okay, I can do that. Going back up to my INT.
Plus nothing.
Plus nothing. Submit-a-roo. Success!
Yeah. So you will heal 3
Awesome.
wounds.
I'll heal 3 wounds. So what do I put on my current? I cannot math right now. I'm so sorry, everyone. My brain is...
Just add 3 to your current wounds, whatever it is right now. You should have 3 current wounds, so it'd be 6.
Uh-huh. 6. Hooray! And I take away that healing potion thingy from my thingy, right?
Yep, it is now used.
Okay.
All right. And then you still have movement if you want to use it, but that you kind of monged on your apothecary made healing thing.
Yeah, I think, can I move in a way that I get, like, behind the scaries that are near me, so I'm at least, like, not right in front of them?
Well, one of them turned around to face you, and is kind of actively engaged with you in combat. You can still
Okay.
kind of, as long as you're not directly disengaging from that bad guy, you can still
Uh-huh.
kind of maneuver yourself to be behind one of the other ones.
Okay, yeah, I think I'll do that, where I'm
Okay.
kind of scooting as much as I can out of the way, because I'm a little bit scared.
Okay. You start to back up, not enough to like disengage out of melee because that would allow them to hit you. But yeah, you're trying to try and find a more defensible position. Which I will allow you, if you're just gonna defend, to try and not get hit. I'll just give you a plus 20, saying that you are on any melee checks when someone tries to hit you, as long as you do not attack, right? As long as
Okay.
you are essentially full defense, and I'll remind you of that on your next go as
Sounds
well, if we make it
good.
around to that, because it's Wilhelmina's go, and you charge out of the woods and see this scrum. One of your compatriots on horseback is attacking this scaly dude. Sister Crow's got blood coming down her arm, but you're here now. Roland, did I just miss you entirely?
Roland,
We'll come back around.
Yeah,
just
I
come
think
back around.
so. Yeah.
I
Okay.
am sorry. I will give you 2 actions in a row. One of the
Cool.
yeah, you see Sister Crow with just blood pouring down her hand in this melee in the middle of the road with carnage all around. Obviously, some dead horses over here. The carriage is spilled over. There's bodies lying on the ground from people who were probably in the carriage, and then there's this
Right.
fight between your party and mutants. So Wilhelmina, what are you doing? I'm gonna give you 2 on the top
Okay.
of the initiative
All right,
order,
cool.
where you get to go to make up for it. Yeah.
By the look of it, I'm gonna go after Sister Crow and get to the closest mutant I can, and I'm gonna do a softball wind up with my mace, just to get as much power into it as possible.
All
And
right.
the closest mutant.
So you're gonna outnumber them 2-1, which is a plus 10, I think, and then you are charging, which is another plus 10. Is that right? Attack and
Does
target.
my
Yeah.
anger and
Oh,
wind up
it's-
get anything?
yeah. So you're plus 30 total for your
Awesome.
melee attack. Yeah. Against this guy. Nice. Okay, so that's gonna be at least 11 points of damage on an already wounded guy. And let's do a quick melee check here and make sure he doesn't dodge or anything. Melee basic. Submit. Oh, I rolled for Gloria. Whatever. It's actually it fails by 4 success levels instead. So how do you take Tiny Head out?
With the wind up I got, I'm gonna catch him right here on his little tiny little head. Just clip it. Hopefully take the head right off. Just peel it off.
It pops like a balloon. You come running into this combat, and having already taken a pretty significant amount of harm, you just come up on this dude, and there's this as just the head itself could not hold, and it drops as if somebody just cut the strings off of a marionette, as this guy just goes and crumbles to the ground headless. its legs kick for a second before slowly starting to stop.
Cool.
And Sister Crow, you have been relieved. Roland, it is your go. Two bad guys up ahead of you. You see Wilhelmina run up and just make one of their heads explode with her mace as she gets in there. And then this scrum with your whole team. Sister Crow looks incredibly wounded. You get two
Okay.
deaths.
But Gloria still has a mutant on her, correct?
Indeed, and also looks wounded.
Okay, I want to throw the rock beyond where I am, beyond it from the opposite direction of where I'm running from to distract it.
Okay.
And I want to come in with my hand hook and hit it.
Okay. I'm gonna give. So I'm gonna say you're charging, you're flanking, and then I'm gonna. I think the distraction's cool and cinematic, so I'm gonna give you a plus 40.
Plus 40. Okay. So let me pull up my character sheet here. Sorry, it's hard.
It's all good.
All right. There's my boat hook. Roll. There we go.
Oh gosh. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And this was Conehead, who is unarmored. And was already wounded from the fight. So let me make a quick weapon skill check for him. Yeah. How do you take Conehead out?
Just as he turns his head, I want to sink the boat hook straight in the back of it and just kind of pull it down. Yeah, and he's just dead on the ground after that.
Nice. With this jerk of this vicious-looking weapon that's like a spear with a hook on the end of it, you come up into its head, and it just, for a moment, you see its eyes kind of like flick inwards as it just, there's this intense squelch of pain. It goes, Wah! And it and its cone head fall to the ground, dead.
And then, did throwing the rock and the attack count as both actions? 2 actions?
You only get the one action, but you do get a second action. So that only counted as one. I thought it was cinematic and cool, so yeah.
Cool. All right, awesome.
Yeah.
And then the other mutant is on Maldiafin, correct?
Yes, it is the scaly armored one.
All right, and its back is towards me?
It is.
All right, kind of familiar with the boat hook. I want to take it up and I want to throw it at the mutant.
You're
that's
within
attacking.
melee range if you want to keep it in your
Oh,
hands.
I do? Then I just want to
Yeah.
hit it. I just want to sink it. Am I flanking this thing?
You are. You'll get a plus 20 to attack, for sure.
All right, yeah.
Yep.
Then I'm doing that for sure.
Okay.
So I don't know why I thought it was like long range for some reason. But I will definitely hit the shit out of this thing. Plus 20. Ah, damn.
And it failed by less, so it's able to kind of, in this case, we're going to allow its mutant resilience to be what saves it, as you just knock off its scales and you realize it's really tough. But it also realizes all of its buddies are dead and looks like it wants to run. It looks like it's maybe its morale starting to break. But Mal, it's your go.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna attack Scaly Bits one more time.
All right.
So then 20 for being on a horsey.
Yep. And plus.
Okay, I fortune. I'm using my fortune.
Use your fortune.
I am using my fortune.
No prisoners.
That is far better.
There you go. And it has a minus 10. And it fails super hard. So yeah.
Yeah, so that's 8 plus 5. So yeah, 13.
13 minus. Tell me how you take it out.
I think what parts of it are fleshy?
So there's like a patch on its shoulder right here that's fleshy. Part of its thigh is fleshy. Yeah, and it's got like half of its face is scale and half of its face is flesh.
Okay, so I think I'm engaging it, and then I swipe away its like whatever it was using to fight me with, and I just come down and stab it right in the fleshy part in its shoulder.
Oh,
just get in between the scales there, and just kind of like into its body. Yeah,
I love it.
Yeah.
So in that like classic, if you've ever seen Rome, when one of the really famous guys gets executed, and just stabs the sword, and you come down in very much the same way, and there's this gout of blood that comes out, and this as it slides off your sword and falls to the ground.
Mhm.
And as you look around, Sister Crow, take another point of damage. We are out of combat.
I'm gonna look at Will and Mina and go, I softened them up for you.
Just blood pouring from your hand now.
The way I pictured it in my head with,
And I'm gonna
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm gonna try and stabilize myself.
Make a heal check. And we're gonna make this +0
It's
because
my
you're
heal skill.
you're
Up there it is.
helping yourself.
And I am literally bleeding as I do it.
Uh-huh. All right. You are able to stop the bleeding
go.
and remove the condition. So, what this means is you now you have a critical wound. That critical wound will take time to heal. So make sure you have marked somewhere on your sheet in like the notes or something that you have a critical wound on your left hand. If you take additional damage that would
Okay.
apply a crit to you, that wound opens back up.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's not super great. Regular wounds like Gloria, what you suffered, will heal up very quickly over time. They're scratches, scrapes, and bruises. Real damage happens when you either hit 0 hit points and you roll on the critical table then, or 0 wounds and you roll on the critical table then, or when someone crits on you with a double or rolling a 1 through 5. So you don't need immediate medical attention, Gloria. And
Okay.
now that you all have a minute to look around you, what you see is the following. 4 dead adults. 2 kind of lying next to each other, a male and female. One lying a little bit further off, who is a female. All of whom look like middle-class traveler types in simple homespun. 1 dead male adult holding a blunderbuss, who is wearing like a chain shirt on top of black livery. Some drag marks off into the bushes behind the overturned cart that has 2 dead horses attached to it. And then the corpses of these 5 mutants surrounding you.
Okay. Who looks the most worse for wear right now? In Roland's eyes, is it Gloria or Maldiathan?
I think Sister Crow.
Sister Crow? Well,
Yeah.
I thought Wilhelmina was taking care of her.
All I was doing was stopping things from killing them. I don't know how to nurse them.
I love this character so much! Okay.
I know. Well, I don't either, so fuck that. I'm just going to start. You all can take care of yourselves,
I
right?
can put tourniquet.
I'm going to start looking through the. You said there was a carriage?
There's a carriage.
I'm going to start looking through the carriage for loot.
There's nobody in the carriage.
But is there like a chest or belongings in there, or is it just completely empty?
They've all been opened up and kind of rifled through.
All right, then I'll look on the mutants.
So the mutant who had the crossbow is carrying all of the kind of valuables that were here, and it is equal to 43 gold.
Oh.
Well, there is 43 gold in cashy money. There is a fancy ruby ring that needs to be appraised,
Okay.
but you think it's somewhere between probably 20 and 50 gold. And there's a silver locket with a family portrait that is probably worth anywhere between 10 and 15 gold, maybe.
Okay.
And that is
So,
the only real worthwhile items, and the crossbow, of course. Crossbow and chain shirt.
And do they have this? Because I know what this is from Warhammer. Roland probably doesn't. Actually, Roland's pretty smart. He has the numeric feat too, so he's not stupid. But I didn't know that at the time. Quinn knows what the purple hand is from 40K, but do they have the same purple hand?
Who?
The mutants and the cultist.
Make an investigation check or a perception check.
Perception?
Yep. Plus 20.
Plus 20.
Okay. Yeah. So as you, first of all, this is you thinking to do it, right? And second, this is you looking in the right spots. All of them have it somewhere on different pieces of their body. There is the purple hand. You were on the boss, and so he's kind of who you were rifling through. And he has it kind of just above his belly button. It's kind of tattooed there. But all of them on the upper part of their body, one of them has it on the back of their neck, one of them has it behind their ear. One of them actually has it kind of under their armpit. But they all do have a purple hand tattooed on them somewhere. And with that, I want to cut to Wilhelmina and see what she's doing.
Alrighty, I'm going to be going over the ones that look like they have anything like mail or armor or
Yeah. So
swords.
the only armed of the non-mutants was the coachman, who is lying kind of right beside the horses, kind of on the other side of them from you. You see his hand kind of up on it. He has a blunderbuss. So you guys can have a blunderbuss if you want. And the ammo for 5 shots for it on him. He doesn't have any money. It was obviously already taken, but he also has that chain shirt that I listed before. The other thing you notice when you're over there is some drag marks.
Yeah, it's going to follow those drag marks after, if possible.
Yeah, they're laying face down, kind of 10 feet or so away from the body of the coachman, as if this person was trying to crawl away, is a body that is face down with 2 crossbow bolts out of its back.
I'm going to flip him over and search him.
Looks exactly like Gloria.
What?
Ooh.
The body you flip over looks exactly like Gloria.
I scream.
You all hear a scream.
Maybe we should run over there, check that out. What do you think?
I turn to run over there, but I get a little dizzy and just sit down.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Maldive
I'll pick up
again.
I'll pick up Sister Crow on the way over and be like, it's not safe to be alone. Come on.
Okay, so you are all now staring over the body of a female in upper middle class, like artisan or trader or something like that, clothes, who looks strikingly like Gloria.
Your sister did well for herself, I see.
Yeah, we'll go with that.
You don't have a sister, do you?
Nope, I'm the only one. I'm the only child.
I slide off of Strawberry. I kneel down and I open her eyes to see what color they are.
Same.
Check the ears, check the ears.
Oh, not wearing a hat. Not
The
wearing
eyes
a hat, and it's totally human ears.
Oh no.
I pull off Gloria's hat. I just saved your ass. And you saw me just annihilate a mutant with a boat hook. Are you really going to stop me?
Right, but do you know how hard I have worked? Oh God. So I put my hands over my ears, hoping that Mal has not looked in my direction.
Not at all. Not at all. She's like kneeling over the body, kind of like, They must have mutated it after the fact.
So I'm gonna like be grabbing for my hat. Like, really, get it back.
I give it to her. I just wanted to double
Thank
check.
you.
Did I see what I wanted to see when I pulled it off?
Yes. Also, no elf ears.
Okay, I'll keep that to myself.
Shove the hat back on. Okay. run over
You should
there.
really invest in like a hood instead, just so you know.
Oh my god, I'm writing that down. That's a really good idea. We're gonna get a hood.
Maybe a cloak that clings together, so it doesn't like blow off in one of those hoods. Yeah.
Oh yeah, with like a button and
Yeah,
like
exactly.
maybe a clasp as well, just to be sure. Yeah, we're doing this. We're doing this.
You can find yourself a nice elven brooch.
Oh, and you could have this too. And I flip her over 7 gold from the 43 that I found. And I'm going to distribute it equally amongst everybody.
So everyone takes 7 gold.
7 gold. Well, thank you, Roland.
And I'll say I found this among the head cultist.
Thank you for sharing. You're nicer than most of us.
I'm just more honest. Don't say nicer.
Oh, good. I got the gold back that I lost. So nothing even happened. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Can you imagine what I would look like with human ears? Oh my
It would be
God.
it would be wild.
It would be.
can
It'd be
imagine.
tragic, really.
And right
Couldn't
there.
possibly
Yeah,
imagine.
it's so
Right,
easy to imagine. It just fits into your mind so well.
I look over to Wilhelmina. I'm like, right? It's almost like it's like a dream that's too real.
Yeah, it's so realistic. It's
I know.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's so
yeah.
real that it feels like one of those dreams where you keep falling and you wake up and you still feel like you're falling.
Yeah. It sure does, doesn't it?
At
So can we
this, Sister Crow kind of collapses a little bit and then stands back up.
Help has
I don't know how to
Crow
heal.
gotten any medical stuff at all?
Sister Crow kind of raises her hand.
Put your hand back down. Put your hand back down. We can't do whatever.
We have the
blood.
Just bleeding trying to get it or something.
I technically have the heal skill, but I don't have any stuff. Can I do anything?
Right now, it is essentially healed. It has been Sister Crow is able to wrap it up herself and kind of staunch the bleeding. It will require a doctor to sew it up and begin the true healing, and that'll have to wait until you get somewhere with a doctor. But for now, it is the best you can do.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a lot of blood loss and I'm a little dizzy. Could use some orange juice.
Get your vitamin C in.
Juice.
So they're
Roland
below
is going
you.
to search the body of fake Gloria.
Wait, can I ask, do I know this person?
No, you've never. You are pretty shocked to see someone who looks exactly like you laying dead on the side of a road in the middle of nowhere.
Hey,
Yeah.
Malgathan, do you recognize the livery on these people?
I walk over and look at the the people, not the mutants. Are there any like symbols that of like nobility or like stuff that I could potentially recognize?
They're not nobles, but
Okay.
one of them is the coachman, and he's wearing the Swan and Crow Coach Company livery.
Okay. Just the company of the coachman. I don't. The others aren't wearing anything that I could recognize.
No, they're just kind of regular workaday clothing. Roland, you were
Searching the
body?
bodies for valuables and maybe something out of the ordinary.
So you immediately find one thing. And that, without even having to roll, sticking out of an interior jacket pocket, and you can actually see some of it, is a letter.
I read it.
I'm trying to show it to players.
Gotcha.
Why is it not letting me show it to players? I'm going to put it in all of your journals, because why is it not letting me do that? Okay, there you go.
Well, I'm the only
There
one
you
who
go.
can read, right?
No, I can
Oh.
read.
Oh, okay.
You, Mal, and Crow can read, yeah.
Okay.
So
I
you should-
pretend I can read.
You now have
Yes.
Lieberung's will in your journal, or in your handouts. Would someone like to read it for me?
Sure. How do I look for it, though?
It's going to be in your handouts. Under, if you look
In our
under the one,
character sheet?
under journal, right? So under the, on the tabs on top, on the upper right-hand side, you will see something that looks like a newspaper. Correct.
Ah, I see it. Okay.
And then you will see handouts, and then one of them is Lieberung's will. Who wants to read it?
I mean, I'm the one who found it, right?
Yeah.
Well, this has something probably to do with what's going on here. Dear Dame Lieberung, as many lengthy researchers, we have come to believe that you are the only living relative of one Baronet Lieberung, late of the town of, man, these are hard words.
Ubersreich.
Ubersreich.
Yep.
Ubersreich. This being the case, and any other, therefore unknown and pertinent factors notwithstanding, I herewith charge to inform you that you are the sole beneficiary of Baronet's last will and testament, hereafter referred to as the document of the first party. I, the undersigned, acting in my capacity as legal executor of the aforementioned document of the first party, do therefore urge you to make your way with all speed to my offices in the fair town of Bogenhaven.
Where you're from. Bogenhaven.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Thereupon, providing that you can produce any affidavit in your identity as Katrina Alusuis Lieberung, signed by 2 witnesses, we shall be pleased to hand over the title deeds of Baronet's Manor House, together with its conquests, which include a most tastefully stocked wine cellar, its extensive estates, and the sum of 20,000 gold crowns. I remain your humble and respectful servant, Dietrich Ball, KC, LLB, Alt, signed by the day the 10th of Naxogen in the 2512th year of the Empire, printed by Schultz Fingerprint, Bogenhaven. I look to Gloria. I look to the woman. I look to Gloria. Gloria.
Uh-huh. I think we're thinking the same thing, Roland. What are you thinking?
I am thinking that your name is no longer Gloria.
Uh-huh.
It's Katrina.
I like that name. I've always wanted to change my name to Katrina.
And that we should teach you to properly read.
Well, I know how to read. I am an elf after all.
Did you read that out loud to everybody?
Yes.
I did.
Okay.
But I go to Gloria. I'm like, read exactly what I just read.
Why would I tire myself with that? Look, we know what we need.
Actually, that is the perfect attitude. Perfect attitude.
There's a huge mansion with like a fuck ton of crowns, lots of gold. Like, let's keep our eyes on the prize here. Katrina. My name is Katrina.
Crow raises her hand to say something and then just gives up.
And then we have a priest with us. You said earlier, the dead don't need what they need, or something like that. And I look to the noble, and I'm like, we have a noble, a priest. We could be your 2 servants. I look to Bohemia, and I'm like, just go with it. Please. I'm scared of. Well, I'm scared of her.
We should all be scared of Wilhelmina.
Technically can't lie about that kind of thing.
I am no one's servant.
You're her wife. Is that a thing in Warhammer? Could that be a thing?
Yeah, it's absolutely a thing.
You're her wife.
Will you marry me, Wilhelmina?
Don't say that.
I was gonna lean.
I could technically do that though.
How tall is Gloria?
6'1".
Yeah,
Let me
yeah.
check.
Fuck.
You are an inch taller than me.
Okay, well I'll.
God, are we all giants? I'm 6'6".
I am very small.
I'm only 5'9",
You're
but I'm still
6'6".
gonna.
You're gonna look up like.
Yeah, I'm only 5'9", but I'm still gonna square up and look at her and just go. For half of everything.
Hello.
For half, though.
I'm gonna stand
Katrina, can you even write your own name? I'm calling you Katrina from now on.
Well, that's because Katrina is my name. Look, we can't lose focus of the fact that we have so many things that we need to get. We have a lot of logistics we need to figure out here, one of which is how much each person is going to get. Half is a little bit much, Wilhelmina. I mean, there's no reason that we can't just, like, I could sneak off and do this all myself with
Or split
Roland.
this
With
off in
Roland,
5 ways.
because
I will split it.
we could
5
do it
ways.
equal.
If you keep it for yourself, I get half.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm gonna have to do all the legwork here. I mean, think about it. I'm the one who has to pretend to be Katrina. I have to be
Really?
Katrina. I have to be. I can't even say my own name. Look, this is gonna be difficult for me.
Can rat you out.
We all can.
So we're gonna go the
Remember
blackmail route, huh?
So 1/5. We all split it evenly.
If we
I
all split it
agree.
evenly, and I get to,
Roll.
if I get to keep my 5th and not have to split half of it with you,
That's fine.
you're good with that? We can do it 5 ways. All
That
right,
is the honest way to do it.
that I can handle. That I can handle.
And we
Crow's telling the guy going, I technically can't lie. It's
Crow, what did your god ever do for you? Let's be real here.
made it so I didn't die
Oh, can we forget that little detail?
Crow. Come
several
here.
times.
Lady Crow, Sister Crow, come here. This
I go to
is.
stand up and I fall back down.
Oh, I pick her back up. I'm sorry. I forgot all about that. This is Gloria. Look at her. Look at her.
I thought her name was Katrina.
But there is some relation here. You can't lie about that. Look at them. They're identical.
I'm kind of sort of seeing both of them. It's really fuzzy right now.
That probably makes us look more alike, right?
So
I need
this is
some
probably
Gatorade.
the next of kin. Gloria is probably the next of kin. I'm sorry, Katrina. Katrina is probably the next of kin. Would it? And as you said earlier, the dead don't need what they don't need.
I'm going to stare at him for a minute. I'm going to give me a minute. And I'm going to walk off into the woods.
That's not safe. Oh,
This must be how everyone feels.
you're
with Molly.
dying. You'll get infected. I read it in this book. I
I'm gonna-
love the leech's book that I just found, but she doesn't know. Look, put on this dress. It has holes in it, doesn't it? Right?
It's got 2 holes in the back of it. Some
Can
blood
somebody
stain on
mend-
them.
Could somebody mend this?
Mm.
A tailor.
I look to the villager. Can you mend this? This has nothing to do with you being a woman, by the way. I'm just saying. Our people. I am proficient in navigating the waters of near Bogenheim and Bogenhafen, sorry, and that area. Just saying, we're better than them.
I think that my fellow elf and I have something to say about that.
We're better than them.
Gloria,
Better than who?
Katrina, don't maybe take off your hat.
My ears do get terribly cold. Thank you so much for that sage advice, Wilhelmina. Thank you.
My grandmother had that.
Oh, the cold ears? It's terrible,
Yes.
isn't it? Oh, just terrible.
So, do you it says you'll need an affidavit. Do you have one of those?
Well, we could look around for one because I, Gloria, do not. Katrina has one somewhere, though. Katrina has something somewhere that's going to be our ticket to all of this cool stuff.
Are you going to continue to search the body?
We probably
Yes.
should, yeah.
Yeah, okay. You totally find an affidavit.
Yes.
Perfect.
You will find it in your journal. Now.
Affidavit, Lieberung.
Lieberung. I'll get you guys to pronounce German
That's
words
not-
properly, damn it. Lieberung.
Lieberung. That's my last name
Cyclerman
now.
and Helmut.
And
That is your last name. Maybe it was always your last name. What were your parents like?
Priestess.
Oh, my parents, they're a little bit of a mess.
Where
My
did they
poor
come
parents.
from?
Well, The middle of the woods?
Ulthuan.
Yeah. Oh. Well, that's very convenient.
Well,
That's a convenient affidavit.
Yes, if you're pretending to be this person, well, now I'm confused though. If they made her after the fact to look like an elf and therefore to look like you,
Look.
maybe you are actually related to this person, or at least the person that she was pretending to be.
Oh, well, I think whatever happened, whatever complicated and surely unimaginable, ineffable, not able to understand the situation, while they were doing this, they probably just messed up the ears because, most people who look like me in this area, right, are going to have those kind of human ears. And it's a very understandable mistake. It's a very understandable. I mean, we would never make it ourselves. Never.
Of course.
But perhaps if somebody was trying to do this completely convoluted process.
Right,
I guess
that's why they messed up.
Yeah, exactly.
Katrina,
Yes.
I am so happy you are taking to that. So well.
That felt like a test. Do I pass? Do I win?
It depends.
On what?
The problem is you're going to be a little more forthcoming about certain things if you want this.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of like forthcoming. Do you want this mana? Do you want this gold? Do you want, as he just pulls onto his ears, do you want all of this fine estate in our happy paydays to achieve what we all want to achieve in our lives?
I mean, of course I do, but I have to do it.
Bogenhafen is a long way away. We have quite the journey. Isn't it a long way away? I'm pretty sure I know that.
It's another day to Altdorf, and then probably 4 days down the canal and the river, should all things go well, to Bogenhafen.
Look, let's go to Altdorf.
Mm-hmm.
From there, we can teach you, and I do mean being honest about certain things. Or we won't say teach, improve your reading and writing skills to a more noble and finesse degree.
I mean, it has been a while since I, had to do the reading of the things and articulate the things I was reading. But
Exactly. But
do me a favor. Do me, actually, Wilhelmina. I'm sorry, Gloria.
Yes.
Make me a... where's it at? There's no deception or lying skill or anything, huh?
Does my
Uh-oh.
Because you're obviously extending the lie pretty heavily at this point, right? I'm trying to figure out how I want you to do that.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
No.
uh-oh.
Oh no! Right when we needed her.
I can hear. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. My whole computer just freaked out.
Huh.
can hear you.
Video settings, maybe?
Alex
What
is
is happening?
Well, this is a perfect time to take a quick break as we try to fix this, because we haven't taken one yet. So,
Yes, I am
Yeah.
so sorry.
we will be right back with the last quarter, something, of Winds of Chaos. See you soon, bye! All right, so bringing us back in. When we last left our intrepid adventurers just moments ago, they had found a doppelganger of glorious character who had a will for 20,000 gold coins, a manor house, and lavish estates. If only they make it to Bogenhofen with proof that Gloria is actually Katrina Lieberung. Trying to figure out what to do next, we join the party mid-conversation as Gloria is talking about how she's an elf and needs to just polish up on her speaking common. Make a charm test, Gloria.
A charm test.
Yeah.
All right. Do. Modifier 0, submit a rube.
Blam.
Okay. So, yeah. You're pulling it off. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're pulling off the lie. Yep. It's nice. Yep. Okay, so please continue.
Are we fooled? Are Wilhelmina and I fooled, or just?
You already know. Yeah.
I looked to Wilhelmina, and I'm just like, this is never going to work. This isn't going to work.
You know, if you would like some recaps on what's the language here in Reichland? Is it like common, or is it something else? Or
it is Reichspiel, but common
Reichspiel.
works. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. If you would like some a refresher on Reichspiel, I had to learn it when coming over here, and so I was taught it in Elitharian. So I could take that approach with you if you'd like for reading and writing.
Well, Mal, that is so sweet of you. I'm sure that we will have lots of time to do that on the way to the places that we're going. But for now, we have to figure out how we're going to present everyone. So let's not focus so much on me, Katrina.
You're gonna get us all killed.
Get us all killed? Well, I'm not going to get us all killed. I look just like this woman.
Posing as a noble is punishable by death.
I mean, I'm the only one posing. You know, now we're talking about this.
Are involved in this. Mm-hmm. We are all going to pay the price.
Do you know what happens to people when they pull that shit? I've seen it.
I'm not really that scared.
You should be.
Gallows in the middle of my village, not to mention the block where they chop their heads off. And that's what that happens then. That's the mercy. What happens leading up to that point is what you need to fear. So saying you're not worried or anything else will get us all killed.
It is the Emperor's law that you may be flayed alive as well.
They'll have to find me and catch me first.
Do I know she's a witch? Regarding my background? Do I have an inkling?
No.
Okay.
No, that is something that it is illegal and punishable by death, and so I assume that any character who's playing in this who has some highly legal background
is pretty good at hiding it.
It starts without any of the other party members knowing it.
Okay. Because
it helps their agency, right? And it's more dramatically appropriate as well.
Okay. Look. Elven woman.
Yes.
I'm sure you are not familiar with the laws or the punishments, but Wilhelmina is right. Death is a mercy compared by most of His Imperial Highness's laws around here, especially in regards to posing as the nobility. And that's if we have a merciful noble, well, we're going to be in Altdorf.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Are you scared?
Very, yes. But I'm willing to work past that and push through it because that's where bravery comes from. For gold! A lot of it!
Right, this is exactly what I'm saying. We're on exactly the same page here. If you're scared,
no, we're not.
Get over
we're not.
it.
You're not enough.
Channel it. Put it into your performance here. That's what you have to do.
This woman is not an elf.
All of that fear. Excuse me.
This woman here is not an elf. The one dead on the ground.
Right, they tried to make her look like one.
The mutants did it
very poorly, by the way.
Yes. Well, what are you going to do?
Do we know anyone who's good with cosmetics? I begin
walking over back to the carriage. Just begin.
I look at
Probably in
Sister Crow and
Bogenhofen.
say,
Yeah.
What's your
Okay.
What's your opinion on all this? I'm not muted.
You are not
No.
muted.
Am I back?
You are back.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
We've gotcha.
My internet went crazy again.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I was going to ask you, what was your opinion on this whole thing we were thinking about doing?
Operation Shenanigans.
Sister,
Yeah.
Sister Crow walked into the woods.
I missed that. I didn't hear that. Why did you walk into the woods?
She's going to consult with Tall about what she should do about this situation.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Because I laid down some logic for him. Imagine contradictions in religion.
Okay. So yeah, you turn around to talk to Sister Crow, and Sister Crow is not there.
Also, I did say I begin walking.
Mhm.
That was just a ploy to pull off her hat.
Yeah,
Okay.
Roland and I are gonna fight.
So I would imagine you don't want that to happen, Gloria.
I do not.
But I am
Alright.
technically flanking her, correct?
No, no one else is attacking her at the moment. So both of you make melee brawling tests.
Ooh.
Oh man. I'm gonna need you out of my bubble here.
Can I assist?
Modifier 0.
You may
This
assist
is
rolling.
how the
if you
party
see-
falls apart.
Oh no. Please feel worse than me.
Melee brawling.
Melee brawling.
I can't. Use
And
my
go ahead,
phone.
Wilhelmina, you can make the melee brawling test as well.
No. I will not pose as this noble if you all are mean to me. I
Oh.
hope.
Fumbling failure.
Yeah.
So
Failure.
everybody failed. Gloria failed by the least.
I would like to
So-
use my fortune.
use your fortune.
Are you kidding me?
It's okay. I got this.
We are gonna fight, sir.
I'm using my fortune for this.
Oh
Okay.
my god.
That's what it's there for.
Yep.
They come back every game.
For the love of God, please work.
You
But
still fail.
It's not as bad.
It is not as bad, but you both fail. Gloria, two people are now trying to snatch your hat off your head. You're able to duck out of the way of both of them. Wilhelmina, you actually accidentally trip over Roland, and your face ends up on the ground because you tripped and fell. And you're just kind of looking up and she's got her hat, and back to you guys.
Take off the hat.
What the hell
I
is
think
wrong
at
with you
At
people?
this point, Mal
Oh
kind of like
my
steps.
God.
Okay, pause one at a
like-
time. Okay, so we'll do Gloria's reaction, and then Mal will do what you were saying.
Oh, yeah. I'm just mad. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you people? I've been traveling with all of you. I'm supposedly going to be posing as this Katrina person and putting my safety and existence at risk here. And you're trying to attack me? What is going on?
Mal.
Yeah, I think Mal steps like a little bit in front of Gloria, and yeah, is just standing there nightly and just like, why are you trying to accost her?
Look at her ears.
Why would I do
My
that?
ears are cold.
Yes, that'd be incredibly rude.
Bullshit.
Wilhelmina,
Mm-hmm.
I'm still lying in the dirt.
are you attempting to intimidate or persuade or
Can I get up
anything like
first and help her
that?
up?
Yeah, you may both get up, of course. We don't
Okay.
assume you're going to like stay on the ground.
I reach my
Um,
hand out to help Wilhelmina up.
I take it and get up.
I'm going
Are-
to say with the amount of
Well,
anger that
pause.
I have.
Pause. I had a question for Wilhelmina, and then we'll get back to your anger.
Oh, Wilhelmina. Sorry, I thought you were asking
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Are you attempting to intimidate or anything, Wilhelmina?
Let me see.
I'm just wondering, are you attempting to influence in some way?
No, I'm not. I'm just
Okay.
being straight up.
Okay. Yep. Then, all right. That is what happens, and then Gloria. I was just wondering if you wanted to, like. Okay.
Okay. I'm just actually at this point, I'm just going to let Mal continue with what she was doing. And maybe thank her. Like, thank you, Mal, for stepping in between me and these terrible people who are trying to attack me for absolutely no reason.
Of course. Look, we're all a little flustered after fighting a bunch of mutants and finding this. Let's just get back to our coach. We still have a ways to go. We can take care of things in a more amenable place, not next to many dead bodies in the middle of a very thick woods.
You know what? That's fair. We're all tired.
Mhm.
I think the amount of gold got to my head. I apologize, Gloria or Katrina.
Thank
I
you,
do.
Roland.
Now,
I expect that your behavior will improve.
I saved your life.
It's always going to come back to that, isn't it? That's always what it's going to be with you.
It was literally 5 minutes ago. But
Okay. And there I want to cut to Sister Crow.
Mm-hmm.
You want to cut to Sister Crow? Is that what I heard?
Yes.
Okay. Sister Crow's gonna be in the middle of the woods. She's going to be down on her knees with her head bowed in amongst the foliage, and she's just gonna be praying. She's gonna be like, Papa Tall, really could use your guidance this time around. I have no fucking idea what they're thinking. It seems that there's nothing in your tenets that says I can't lie. I don't know whether I should lie or if it's even a lie. Could you give me just a smidgen of guidance on which direction to go with this particular venture?
Make a +20 pray.
Just as soon as it lets me.
You you spent some time after this in contemplation, just reconnecting after the kind of intense events of this afternoon. Sitting there in the forest, you hear a hawk, and you then see it. It's broad winged with these deep brown feathers and this kind of long, pointed black beak with this kind of golden head, and it swoops down. And up from the ground comes a little chipmunk, and it grabs it, and it flies off with it. This all happens within 20 feet of you.
Out loud, what I say is, I understand. You're pretty much saying that the stronger survive. You do what you do. In her head, she's thinking, I have no fucking idea what just happened.
A slight breeze, cold, gives you a shiver when you think that.
Right. Well, sorry to bother you, Papa Tall. She gets up and just starts backing away.
Are you going to head back to the group then?
Yeah.
All right. As you head back to the group, the five of you notice or hear hoof of multiple horses as Sister Crow comes walking out of the woods, coming from just around the bend in the road, beyond where you guys haven't been yet, further down the road.
Freaking out. Oh my god, I can't believe I'm going to do this. I can't believe... No. Roland's not going to do that. Roland is going to take Katrina's... Not Katrina. Real Katrina. This is going to be confusing.
The body.
The body, and sort of do his best attempt to hide it and maybe ask for help. Be like, help me hide this body now.
I will help him.
Okay. Make a +20. Do you have any ranks in stealth?
Ooh, not good.
Okay,
My
but
stealth
here's-
is.
What
I
is
want a
this?
plus 20 intelligence check. If you don't have any ranks, I was going to ask you to add ranks in stealth to this, if you had them. But if you
Wait,
don't,
what does that mean?
So I want
Not
you. So what I'm asking essentially is for an intelligence-based stealth check to be able to hide the body, right? Because you're not physically hiding yourself; you're camouflaging someone else, right?
Shit. I just
Um,
failed.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. So what would you like me to roll then?
So how many ranks in stealth do you have?
Like how many advances?
Yeah, how many advances in stealth do you have?
9.
All right, so do an intelligence plus 9, an intelligence plus 29.
And intelligence, which is INT,
Yep.
plus 29 on the modifier. Submit.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Yeah.
All
Roland
right.
is just getting in your way, and you kind of like you get him out of your way however you want to get him out of your way because he's clearly not doing it right. Maybe you're nice to him, it's up to you. But you
Yeah, I'm nice
get the
to him.
you get the body into the bushes and you get it well covered and nobody can see it. Is anybody else doing anything while that's happening?
I actually have a question.
Yes.
After I get the body placed, can I use sleight of hand and my dagger to try to cut her ears off real quick?
Oh, that's so gross.
Okay, you see, that's what I was gonna do too. I was gonna like mutilate the face.
Of course.
Okay. So now that you guys,
I want to take these ears off.
That's where I was like, nope. Like,
I would like both of you to make a challenging cool test.
both of us.
Yeah, if you're gonna mutilate the body.
That was me going hard. Nope, but I will
Oh.
still help her.
Okay.
You know what? Sure, I will still help her.
Okay. Both of you make me hard cool tests. Challenging
And what
plus 0.
is
You click on cool, it's just plus 0.
uh-huh.
And this is
Oh.
after we hit the body, correct?
Yes, this is after you hit the body.
Okay.
You guys
So
are
Sister
gross.
Crow's
Oh, I'm not bad.
as Sister
All
Crow's
right.
walking back,
Yeah.
she's
She doesn't see us.
no, she's gonna be muttering to herself. So was that the hawk or was that the chipmunk? Or...
And you said plus 20?
Yeah. No plus at all.
Plus
Okay,
0.
Plus 0. Yeah.
Oh, hold on. I think it didn't roll correctly.
Gross.
Roll
You guys are
all.
gross. I love it. I mean, this is purely grimdark. You guys are.
I
this is-
wanted to
you
take
guys
the
are-
ears with me to put them on my ears.
You guys
Oh
are
my
in
God.
All right. Roland, yeah. You,
This is oh my God. I just want to help her with this dagger. Just, I can't. You do
yeah.
it.
Roland,
Yeah.
get over it. I've got this. Just get out of my way.
Ugh.
You
As
do.
I-
You,
This
as
is too much for me. I'll loot the body, but
Because you're still humans, right? It's not like you're just people. You
Yeah,
find
Just
this.
people.
mutants
I'm
are
a
one
bad
thing.
people.
Animals, another. This, no.
Yeah, this is just some poor lady who got shot in the back, for all you know. And yeah, but you are, on the other hand, able to gut through it and butcher both of the ears off of the head of this woman who looks exactly like you. It's almost like cutting off your own ears. Yeah,
That's fucked
Yeah.
up.
you're the one doing it.
I know. I do have like a criminal talent, right? Like this is probably in my ability to.
Roland is looking at Gloria the entire time. It's like, what?
And I just tell him to leave. Like your weak stomach is gonna get us caught. Just go.
How are you not
Oh.
bothered by this?
I
right.
just have a very
I'm gonna.
lots of willpower. All right, lots of willpower. I've done some things. Okay, don't question me.
I've seen some shit, man. Okay, so you guys are doing that. The other three of you, what's up?
I'm gonna go
I
up
was-
to Wilhelmina. I'm gonna look her dead in the eyes. And go. Am I a hawk or a squirrel?
I just reach up and scratch the top of her head. And I don't say anything, just scratch.
She looks a little nonplussed, like, I don't know what that means.
God works in mysterious ways, friend.
Mal, you were going to do something as well, right?
Yes, I was gonna go like the wherever the we heard the cloppity cloppity coming from. I was gonna
Yep.
cloppity cloppity myself over to like meet them.
Okay. As you do, you kind of come around the bend, and you see 6 riders wearing the livery of the road wardens. Two with blunderbusses, kind of slung over their saddle as they're riding up towards you. And the one in front will kind of ride up to where you are, and like signal you to stop. As the other.
Oh no, yeah,
okay.
I was gonna ride it like kind of into the road, and Gabby, I stop and everything. I'm just waiting to like for them to approach to talk.
It's a female lead who comes riding up on her horse to you. She looks very road weary, kind of has the lines of being outside all the time on her face. And she says, "What news from the road? We don't see many independent riders out here."
Well, I'm not independent. We a group of us were with a coach coming from the Great Hospice, and we were attacked by. And I just motioned to like the collection of mutants. We were attacked by mutants. We were able to fend them off and had just finished as you came riding up.
Take us. And you're essentially out of sight at the moment, right? And so you guys come back around. You all see Mal riding back around on Strawberry with 6 road wardens, all of whom now have weapons drawn at the moment they heard mutants. 2 of them are going to stay on their horses further back, with their rifles kind of up like this, their blunderbuss up like this. And the other 4 are going to ride forward with you and dismount. And
is blunderbuss like a disaster buy?
It is. Yes.
Good.
Story of my life, actually.
Good.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
And I'm gonna, before they come up, I'm going to whisper to Gloria and say, Katrina Lieberung. Your name is Katrina Lieberung. Remember that.
Katrina Lieberung.
Okay. What was the little name? I can't pronounce it. I'm
Aloysius.
sorry. Your name is Katrina Aloysius Lieberung. Aloysius Lieberung.
Katrina Aloysius Lieberung.
And they dismount.
Let's do it.
The lead walks up to you. To the group. What happened?
Thank God you're here. We were attacked by mutants.
It was terrible.
So you made it out all right?
Well, we're not without skill. But growing up in the areas where we have to, I look to Wilhelmina, and thank God we had this knight with us and a priest to administer wounds.
I'm still like, cold wind. What the hell does a cold wind mean?
Such wisdom. What does the cold wind mean? I don't know.
Truly wise.
The other 3 guards have dismounted and are starting to look over the different bodies and things like that. One of them walks over behind where you hid real Katrina Prime, we'll call her. But doesn't seem to notice a body hidden more deeply in the bushes behind, as he takes a look around. The 3 of them are just kind of investigating the different bodies.
I'm explaining to the wardens like kind of just what the turn of events. Basically, like we came up on them, they attacked us, they had already killed all these people, and yeah, just kind of.
Where's your carriage?
Oh, down the road that way. We had them. We had who we were traveling with wait down there while we investigated this.
Okay. And where are you headed?
Altdorf.
To
What's
Bogenhaufen.
Well, Altdorf and then Bogenhofen, yes.
Well, you have a priest with you. You have an elf with you. Can't imagine that you had anything to do with the mutant attack. I thank you for your service on the road. It's too bad it was too late for these folk.
Indeed. Mm-hmm.
Anything else?
Do you happen
out
to
of
have a
the
doctor
ordinary?
with you?
No. I'm sorry. The closest doctor's probably in Altdorf. Or back the other way you came.
Sorry. It's all right, I got it.
You are like a hawk in the forest searching for its prey. Magnificent.
I just
Shogun,
look
thank
at
you
him
for the
very
ball.
confused. Roland, I don't think you're helping.
All right. Sounds like we might be able to help you get your horses back, get your carriage back up on the road, and get you moving. We'll handle this mess.
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
I am
Also,
before we
I'll go to the road warden and be like, they have purple hands tattooed on the things, if that means anything to you. On the
He'll ask you
bodies.
to. She'll ask you to show where.
And I'll go over and show them on the cultist looking dude.
I have not seen that marking before. Thank you. It's interesting.
You're welcome. Thought it should come in handy.
Come, let's get back to your carriage.
before we leave, I want to go over to the horses and say a quick prayer of forgiveness over them, asking Tall for forgiveness that they were killed and wasted. And then I want to tell the road wardens that they should be butchered and distributed among hungry.
Well, there's a carriaging inn right down the road. We'll let them know they're here so they can come and harvest the meat.
Dude.
Okay. And they will escort you back to your carriage, which has one of the horses is back there now. The other one is just being led back. Archer, thank you for the 6-month subscription to the channel. We love you for it. Woo! And Hardy Bits. And takes you back to the carriage, which has been righted. The dead have been laid off to the side, which, as you remember, is the Bretonian gambler who died in the crash, and the one of the two drivers. And as you guys walk back, the what's his name? The scholar, the young kind of apprentice scholar, comes charging up to you and goes, "Thank God there's a road warden here! One of these people stole my book!" And that is where we're going to end it for today.
I throw the book. What book? You mean this book that I found on the road?
Must have fallen in all the commotion.
Yay! All right.
Roland's dead. he's dead. He's gone. Don't worry about having to give him teaching you how to read. Don't worry about it.
All right.
I only have
that,
2 wounds left.
We will deal with healing and repairing wounds next week as our party continues their journey to Altdorf and beyond. Did everyone have fun?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yay! Good. I'm glad I had fun too. But let's do a quick shout out. So if you had one specific thing you liked from today, if you had any thoughts, feedback on a new system, if there's anything you don't like, you shout it out. We'll go the opposite direction this time. We started with Solobon last time. Tell us who you are. Tell us what you liked about game or didn't like about game today. And where else we can find you on the interwebs, starting with the amazing Alex.
Oh, okay. Hi, everyone. I'm Alex. I am at Stinkrat Streams on Twitter. I am the Stinkrat Streams here on Twitch. You can find me here every Sunday. And let's see here. Also on my own channel. You can also find me on Fridays on Threads of Fate. As for this session today, I am actually really into this theater of the mind style combat. Like, I'm really liking the descriptions. And honestly, for me, as a person who kind of gets overwhelmed when there's a lot of different things going on, maps are hard for me to follow. And they actually make it more difficult for me to understand if I know that doesn't make any sense, but because of all the sensory stuff, I get more confused about where I need to go during battle. So I really like how the battle works in this system, and with you as a DM, obviously, the way that you're doing it. So yay! I really like that. I can't think of anything that I didn't like, actually. I'm trying to think, and if I think of anything, I'll let you know later, but I love it all so far.
Find something.
Tell me what I did wrong! No, and it doesn't mean it could be system or whatever. But I want to say something about the Theater of the Mind. I never run Theater of the Mind combat. I was telling our team here on break, like, I don't do it. I am, in D&D, I'm vaguely anti-Theater of the Mind. I understand that people like to do it, and it's their way. It's not my way to run D&D, but in this, I'm really enjoying it. And it's really, it's stretching my storytelling skills, so I'm enjoying it a good deal. So I'm glad it's helpful for you, and knowing now that it makes the game more accessible, it means, and I would love to talk to you about D&D 5e and why I think Theater of the Mind is bad for it later, because I think that's a fascinating conversation. But in this, I think it works really well, and now that I know that it helps you accessibility-wise, that we're going to just stick with Theater of the Mind combat as much as possible throughout the campaign.
Sounds good.
Because I think that's important. Lily,
Hi.
Next.
Hi, everybody. I am Lily, Lilypad Nebula on Twitch and Twitter. You can find me all over there. And then here for Sunday for this awesome game. I had a lot of fun today. Yeah, definitely agree on the combat and Throck's very good ability to describe stuff while we're doing the thing. It was super helpful for like keeping things moving and like keeping the right headspace while you're in the fight. I think just my best thing was just our once we found that note and just that interaction that we all had about the planning our little route. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Flimflammery.
And yeah, I am going to do everything I can to keep the whole Mal thinks Gloria is an elf thing going as long as I can. So
that's why I stole the ears. Those ears are going on my ears, even though they look exactly like my ears, but you don't know that.
So gross. It's so gross. Yeah.
You could just say, "No, I took her ears, and I look how good they look." Just with your ears.
All right.
I didn't want to say anything, but I just let it happen.
You're deep into the lie.
Yeah, I'm so in. They pulled me back in.
Playing this is really fun while
There's no going back
on,
now.
But also, the longer it goes on, the better payoff it's going to be once it actually happens.
Oh yeah.
So, I'm good. And yeah, thanks for hanging out with us and enjoying the game with us.
I'm sorry. I just went to chat. Collect ears, switch them up with how you're feeling that day.
Yeah. Gross.
Yeah. This is how we accessorize at Welcome to the Party.
And with that, let's go to Miss Misery.
Sorry,
what? Sorry, what?
Miss Misery.
Well, yeah, I am Miss Misery here on Twitch and Twitter. You can see my Twitter handle down below. I'm here, of course, every Sunday, and on Wednesdays I am at Castle Mac. In the Thursdays, I am on another channel playing a Curse of Strahd game. I always link the hell out of everything on my Twitch, my Twitter, so just following me there. As for this game, I am an RP junkie, so I'm just loving this. This is just my jam. And as for the playstyle, Theater of Mind is actually my preferred playstyle, unless it's a large, complicated fight. So I'm loving this. I'm quite happy.
Good. Yay! I'm glad. Me too. I'm having more fun with Theater of the Mind than I thought I would. It also felt weird. I wasn't sure, unlike D&D where I feel like I know how to build maps, I wasn't sure how to build maps for this. So it was half laziness, half confusion, and a third half, let's try something new. Yeah, okay. So I'm glad that those three halves all work together to make something you all like. Next, Rain.
I am Rain Hayes. You can find me on Twitter as Rain Ghost, surrounded by X's. You can also find me here Sundays playing both Warhammer and Misspent Youth later tonight, and as well as on our podcast that hasn't gone up yet called Echo a Location Service. And I'm a little concerned because based on her interactions with Tall, I am not sure where Sister Crow is going to go from here. She might choose to go an entirely different direction than I expected.
Ooh, neat. That's what we like.
Yay, games.
Yeah.
Just at the end of this, she's just like, what's the drunk priest in Game of Thrones? Just ends up becoming the one and her god loves most.
I get Vintner and Brewer at tier 2.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, you're just going to be raising people from the dead after a few crazy rituals.
And last but certainly not least, Quinn Sullivan. You know him as Solobon.
Hello, my name is Quinn Sullivan, or Solobon on Twitter, or Solobon09 on Twitch. You can find me at Soulbear RPG, where every Friday I DM a game called Threads of Fate, and we have a great other number of shows on there as well, called, what was it again? Taldore, A New Dawn, that my buddy and co-founder Brian Penaloza DMs, and that's always good fun. But what I'm most proud of, and what I am most excited to always be a player in, is our Comedy of Strahd game, which is taking Barovia and turning it into a Mel Brooks comedy. It is a lot of fun. It is very hilarious. And a lot of it comes from the players. And you can watch me, my buddy Lamar, comedian up in LA, and Bree, who is a great improv partner. And just whatever I throw out, she throws back. And then, of course, every Sunday you can find me here playing this game. And I really enjoying it. I love D100 systems. And I love this in particular because it's a combination of Call of Cthulhu and the Star Wars Fantasy Flight Games RPG with their long range and short and average and distance type combat. And I actually agree with Throck. 5e is not the particular mindset for Theater of the Mind, but these systems and very much are when you have the ranges just being short to very long range and extreme range. So yeah, and of course your descriptions of everything in this Theater of the Mind style is great and yeah, I can't wait till next Sunday.
Neither can I. It's gonna be amazing. All right, and yeah, I'm Throck at Throck Please, also known as Sean. You can call me whatever you like. You can find me here Sundays running this game. Friday nights running our Dragon Dark Days Dragon Heist campaign. And most weeks you can find me Sunday evenings on the Forefront doing a World War I inspired Dungeons & Dragons 4e game, and on Wednesdays at Exploding Dice, where I play the Bard Extraordinaire in our Daubers homebrew D&D 5e game. But we have so much content here for you. We're on nearly 7 days a week. Most weeks, every other week it's 7 days a week, and then it's 6 days a week. But we have 10 shows a week right now. We are ramping up content as we go. We just finished our first 6 months alive, and we're cooking. We have at least 3 more shows coming for you. But today, at 5 p.m. Eastern, you can join us for our throwback D&D 3.5 campaign, Tales from the Kingdom of Fife, where they are in the aftermath from fighting a horrible, big, angry fish monster called an aboleth. So, if you're looking for more content, stick around. We'll be here at 8. We'll be here at 4, and then again at 8:30 when we're playing Misspent Youth, which is its own system, right, Rain? It's not powered by the apocalypse. It's kind of its own thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's its own system.
Yeah, that's a future dystopian revolution game. So it's a lot of fun. Stick around if you're looking for amazing things to happen. The last thing we do here always is raid some amazing member of the community. I think I want to go say hi to Sleepiest. I've been over there in a little while. I need to wait. Everything has commercials now. I'm just making sure that they're actually still broadcasting. It's just kind of annoying when I have to wade through the commercials to do it. Because what the crap, I don't know if they're actually there or just wrapping up. So now I'm just vamping. I hope everyone had a great day.
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
enjoyed game as I watch some Ohio Lottery skee ball commercial on my computer. Thimbraeus is over there. Yeah, what the crap, man. Oh, no, they're going. All right, so we're going to...
Yay!
Oh, that's like Katie Quixotic, and oh, yeah, okay, this is great. We're going to go say hi to them. Right now, our good friends over at Sleepiest, we're going to go raid. So join us, if you will. If you have D20s, or welcome to the party D20s for that matter, you should plop them into chat as we go raid Sleepiest, playing some D&D. Yep, that worked too. Good, I actually spelled it right. Go me.
Yay!
Yay! Yay! Yeah, thank you everyone who joined us today. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you had a lot of fun. Remember, Twitch subscriptions are free through Amazon Prime. There's a little dongle there to make it easy for you. We love you. We're heading over to Sleepiest right now. Have a great day, everyone.
Bye.
Yeah, I love Theater of the Mind, but it doesn't particular. It's okay with 5e.
Yeah, my issue
You
is
can make it work,
AoE.
but-